Oh, interesting. That was really
That was
short.
abbreviated.
Yeah. I don't know why that was
Didn't
so
do the whole
abbreviated.
thing.
No, it may. I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't
the
tell
wrong
you.
one?
It may be the wrong one. I might just have to re-upload it. I can't remember which one. There's so many that we did, so many versions of the thing we did that I probably need to. Just
That was the outro, wasn't it?
No, it's the intro.
Hmm.
I think I just need to re-upload it. Is probably what's going on.
Got it.
Yeah. So here we are again doing another unboxing, but this time Chris is unboxing.
Yeah.
What are you unboxing?
One. I've only done one.
Yeah.
I'm unboxing a older Sideshow premium format Slave Leia big
Slave Leia
statue.
Can't even make those anymore, man.
No, it's not
a big
allowed.
deal.
No, it's I don't know. What year did it come out? I think it's pretty old.
It's pretty old. I tried to find
2008?
pictures for it, and I was having trouble finding pictures for it.
There's nothing on YouTube about it. Nothing.
I swear to God, you know how Sideshow keeps their pictures and their stuff up for older stuff.
Yeah,
like they have pages up still, right? I couldn't.
15 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find it for this one. I swear to God, Disney probably had him take it down.
It's purged. Yeah, they wiped it.
I'm
sure
telling you,
they
man.
did.
I'm telling you,
You literally
Yeah.
get Star Wars contraband, Chris.
it's crazy, dude. Yeah, we'll probably get the stream will probably get taken down because he's opening.
illegal.
yeah,
Slave Leia.
It's gonna be like Slave Leia.
Nope.
It's illegal porn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I don't know. I mean, other than the pictures I've seen, I have no idea what this thing is. So that's cool.
Yeah, I
Have
remember
you
it
been
coming
looking
out.
for this?
No,
Okay.
I wasn't looking for this at all. I remember this being advertised a long time ago when it definitely came out around when Darth Talon came out, I think.
Okay.
Shortly after it, because I was looking at it thinking, oh, I might get it because you know me, I'm a pervert, so I get all the girly ones. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you going
But
to
I
take
ended
the Gentle Giant one then? The Lang one? So you're going to have both?
Yeah, my wife bought me that one. It's one of the only statues she's bought me. So that's never going anywhere. Plus, you can never have too many hot girls laying around. So
No.
whatever.
I do remember back then it being one of the nicer ones. The Slave Leia was one of the better detailed ones.
Yeah. But looking at the pictures, the face looks a little, I don't know. We'll see it in person. Some people say it looks not so bad. Some people say, you look at the pictures, it doesn't look that great. But whatever, it's a Slave Leia.
She looks a little busted in the pictures, but
A little
see.
bit,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm excited to see it in person.
It's an older Sideshow. The faces weren't nearly as good as they are now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But again, you're never going to get a Slave Leia. So
And there is some soft goods on this thing, right? There's some actual
the skirt.
Yeah.
The skirt soft, and this is the regular version. This isn't the premium exclusive. Doesn't have the salacious crumb that comes with it.
Okay.
How I got this was PJ. Well, you guys all know, but PJ found like a guy who was selling stuff and asked us if we wanted some things, and this was one of the things. I'm like, yeah, I'll jump on it, and I got it for crazy price. So
New or used?
It's used. It's not. It's opened. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Well, PJ opened it up to make sure it was okay and not broken. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'll get started.
Yeah. Get into it, man. I'll mute you till you get that thing out.
All right.
Oh, it's out. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm used to these like giant boxes where we're like struggling to get these things out.
Well, it's held in by these corner styrofoam, so it's not like stuck against the cardboard.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. What's this thing you're gonna put it on top of? Like, it's just a box you're putting everything on top of?
You know what? That ain't gonna work. Oh, that'll work for the box. It's one of those pedestal things that I told you about that I got.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I'm gonna actually in the front here. I'm gonna fix it up, and I'm gonna put the Death Star lights in it. You know how the slotted lights. I don't know what you call those things. Just Star Wars walls, really.
The Death Star walls.
Death Star walls. I'm gonna put lights in like that and paint them up real nice and use them for Chewie and the Rancor and other things. So,
are you gonna light them up somehow?
Yeah, I'm gonna light them up.
Okay, you are. Okay.
Yep. So Yeah, I guess we don't need to look at the box. It's just shiny off the back, but it's got some scenes in the back.
Look at Greg saying he got outbid on a Mythos Obi-Wan a bit ago. Went for 1,200.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good price. Should have went high at that at the end. Yeah. Yeah. What's a Mythos Obi-Wan going for now? What are they?
They're up in the 2 range.
Two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,200 is a great
I
deal.
started Mythos Golder and about a month or two ago. Go for like they had it for 1,000 free shipping. Someone got a good deal on that.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you guys I was able to secure a Mythos Vader today.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm happy about that.
How'd you get
Really
that?
cool.
On eBay, I found a guy who had it up, and I gave him a best offer, and he took it.
Oh, nice.
Steve, you need to send this guy an email and say, hey, I want pictures of this thing like actually assembled.
Comes in busted.
No, I have. He
telling
put
you,
up
man.
pictures of it assembled. So, and I went over them very carefully. So,
That still don't mean nothing.
I just hope it gets to you safe, man.
yeah. Well, so do I. So do I, man.
You haven't had any issues in a while, have you?
I haven't bought many used statues in a while. So.
he
That's
hasn't.
true.
Dude, actually, Steve, I'm surprised that you took you this long to get a Mythos Vader. You
I've
were
been
very
waiting
patient.
for the prices have gone up.
Yeah.
Every freaking Mythos Vader now is $1,300, $1,400. It's taken a while for me to find one that was more reasonable.
Yeah.
So this is 56 out of 750.
Nice
Yep.
little number.
It is called Slave Leia, so that's shocking. It's got a little
Nice. That's very nice.
I like that.
Little bathroom tile floor. That's good.
I think it's like the over top of the rancor pit, really.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Man, it's a tiny base. Jeez, this thing, is this thing
It
quarter
is.
scale? Is it?
Yeah, it's
is
quarter
it-
scale.
Yeah, that's nice because it could fit into a smaller cabinet
That
for a
is
change.
crazy.
All these
I was
massive
gonna say
statues.
that's a good. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Well, he's almost done with the unboxing, guys. So
That's pretty
You
much.
wanna
It's,
you want to prompt the music, Matt?
it's pretty
You wanna
much.
prompt the music for this.
I'm gonna get
it's
the
pretty-
outro going.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Um,
the figure and top of the axe, and that's it. I mean,
Crazy, man.
there's she's not clothed at all.
What you got underneath there, Chris? I know you're looking.
Nothing.
What's she
Nothing?
working with?
She has
Whoa.
zero?
She's got some like bikini in the front, but that's
Okay. Wow. Jeez.
There's- the face is
Don't let your kids get a hold of that.
Face is good. I
It's
don't think
not-
the face is bad.
it's not horrible, but it's not like today's standards.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, I like the skirt. The skirt's pretty good. And the chain. So I'll put her in there.
She got some skiff weapon. Right?
Yeah.
So
she's
Leah
got
says, what
pike.
are we unboxing? We're unboxing the Slave Leia premium format figures. That's the main event. I think I'm gonna unbox a Mandalorian hot toy. I think Chris has it too, so we're gonna
Yep.
unbox that.
I got mine as well. Can you see? You know what? You can't see it.
Unbox it and shove it into a case. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm gonna move this stuff and move it closer.
Jack Electra says landing strip.
Now there's like the same color as her skirt.
Are you gonna? You think you'll get that? You'll think you get it rooted, Chris? You need some rooted hair on that
Oh
tattoo?
my god.
I like mine bald, so
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
gotta be bald.
yeah.
It's only 10 p.m.
I know, right? Here we go.
This is pretty nice. It's got like it's actually like looks like it was really sharpened,
Oh,
like
cool.
this, like the silver. It's not bad.
Is that like a
Steve-
Gamorrean's?
Steve, were you ever interested in this thing? Is this something you were ever like?
No,
Looking at?
for me the older statues are hit or miss. You know,
Yeah.
I just thought that this, for me, it just wasn't. I mean, at the price that Chris got it at, yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
but I think everything looks good except for maybe the face.
She still looks good right there, though.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
face
how
don't
does
look bad.
Yeah, she does. She looks good. I like the
It doesn't look
pose.
horrible.
the pose is cool.
This is where less is more.
Go.
Yeah.
No pun intended either. No pun intended.
Chris solo view on Chris.
Oh, sorry. I should have been doing that the whole time.
I mean, she
Yeah,
looks.
she doesn't. She doesn't. Her face
It's-
doesn't look that bad.
You know what it looks like? It looks like 14-year-old slave Leia. Is what it looks like.
Oh my
I give it
gosh.
to side. I give it to side.
I'm just saying.
They
It looks
do
it looks a little young. It looks like young slave Leia.
They do well with Leia's face though.
I don't know.
I don't know what does it look like in person because I mean, obviously, pictures.
Well,
Video
it's
doesn't-
definitely not 14-year-old Leia. That's for sure.
Okay, so 15,
maybe 16, maybe
Okay,
these
all right.
days.
Yeah, 16. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's the face. It's got the earrings are real nice. Like it's got these copper earrings. The hair is actually really nice. It's got a lot of different tones in it. Sure you can't see it, but like different highlights of brown.
Well, that's
And-
back when they were hand painted.
Yeah, and the copper headpiece is really nice.
Chris,
Yeah,
does
the
she have
face is-
eyebrows?
Yes, yes, they're very, very faint,
Okay, you might want to pencil some in there because
but they are there.
That'll help.
Yeah, you can't see the eyebrows in the video whatsoever.
No.
But like, body's really great, especially like the hips and stuff. So
Yeah.
It-
Yeah, my stress says I miss being young. Oh man.
yeah, I'm really happy with her. I like it. The skirt is really nice, actually.
I bet it is.
It reminds me of the costume I have for my wife.
Is it
so-
wired?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
wired.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's wired.
It reminds me of the costume I have for my wife.
We were just
Oh,
talking
man.
about it today. She's like, "Where is that thing?" I said, I gotta find it. I gotta
You
pull
gotta
it
pull
out."
that thing out of some
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna go with Darth Talon. So, I mean, she's practically nude. So there's not much to it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That is what it is, right?
Yeah. That's
Which is why Disney wouldn't let you do it these days.
no. But like it's kind of like if you look underneath the bra area, you can, how Leia's was in the movie. Like
Yeah.
you could basically almost see down her bra.
Right.
It's kind of a lot like that.
What's the
But-
chain made out of?
It's metal.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's some kind of metal.
For them.
I
That's cool.
don't know. I'm really happy with it. I like it a lot. It's
Is the collar on the neck, is that like all loose? Like, can you actually like move it around?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
wow.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
yeah,
I like that.
You gotta pose it how you want it. That's cool.
yeah. I'm happy with it. I like it.
Yeah,
It
man, that'll
wasn't
look,
something I was looking for, but
That'll look
definitely
in your perv detolf, right? Like,
Yeah.
don't you have like one with like a bunch of like?
No, well, I have the dark, the Gentle Giant one where she's laying down. That one's really good. That's like porn star Leia, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Hey, Chris, how big is that one?
I'd say it's
Oh.
about.
A lot of people say it's like 6 scale. Is
like
that correct?
No, it's bigger than 6 scale. In fact, I'll
Okay.
compare it to the Mandalorian when I get that out. But
Yeah. Do you have the Leia hot toy anywhere? Do you have like a Leia?
yeah, let me go get the Hoth Leia. I'll go
Yeah.
get it.
Put it next to her. Yeah, Big A saying her face detail's a little weak. Yeah, it's an older. I mean, you got to remember this isn't like we're opening
Yeah, this is
a statue that was just made. It's old.
pre
Probably 10 years.
2010.
Probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
makes sense
again-
that it's a little bit not as good.
Despite being that old, one thing about Leia for some reason, Sideshow really does well with Leia's face.
Mm. Yeah, and I would love to see this thing in person. I mean, it changes a lot once you see it in person. I like the pose. I do like the pose on this one. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it
Um,
doesn't take much to deliver on that one.
No, and he's saying Hot Toys faces are more detailed, and you're right. Nowadays, yes, you're right. They're very, very much. I mean, have you seen DX02? it looks like someone took a freaking, lighter to a piece of plastic. Like they're. Oh yeah, that's way different. Yeah, that's quarter scale. It's definitely different.
Oh yeah, it's way bigger. Like this is on her base.
Yeah, and this is the difference too between what we were just talking about, Chris, is the modern technology versus
Oh yeah.
older,
Don't get me wrong, the face isn't great.
Yeah.
But it's not bad at all. Like I'm not sending it back. So
No, yeah, for sure.
but I got a really great deal on it, and you can't. I mean, I love it. I like it.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
expensive now, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it go for like 1,000 on eBay. As soon as PJ asked me like who won, I saw it and immediately. I'm like, I want that. And then after that, I looked it up and to make sure I got a good price on it, and I was like, yeah, I got a great price on it. Like, yeah, it's good. It's simple.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's very simple, but it's definitely
It is
a great one. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Cool. Where's it going?
For right now, it's going to go in one of the DTOFs. My whole room is getting an overhaul, big overhaul.
Okay.
I got rid of almost all of my vintage collection figures. They're almost all gone.
Crazy.
And it's
what
that
a change.
Now,
what a change.
Yeah. And the pool table will be going probably within the next 2 weeks, probably as soon as I get a couple other pieces that I'm looking to get. And Chewy's going to be right in the middle. It's been a good week for me. So I've had a very,
awesome,
very good
man.
week.
It's really cool.
I got some RS helmets today, some pilots. They're pretty.
Tell us about those.
Those are great. I love them. Every day I look at them and like them even more. Especially in a DTOF. They look great. They especially like I have them turned sideways so you can see the artwork. I love them. I love them. I want to get more.
What's the deal with that, Steve? Steve, we talked about this, didn't we? That every day it just grows on you more and more.
The paint job, you mean?
Yeah.
The RS helmets.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting how they just kind of keep
it. Yeah.
It's so interesting.
It's the paint.
Well, because I think so. I mean, and I don't know, maybe it's just the perception of what these things should feel like when you first get them, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay. And then you get them, and then the more you have them, the more you're like, wow, this is crazy.
Well, when I picked them up, I was expecting them to be a lot more lighter than they are. Like they're not a Novos heavy, but they're not as light as I originally like. They're the first RS pieces I've gotten yet, and they're light, but they're not paper thin like some of the other ones I have. Like I have a EFX Stormtrooper that's really thin and light, but they look great at DTOF. And my sons actually came down. They're like, "Wow, those are really awesome." So, yeah,
that's cool. And you're thinking of getting a couple more, right?
I'm gonna get at least 2 more for now.
Wait a second. Of the X-Wings?
Yeah.
You told me like 3 days ago you weren't going to get any more.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, I thought when I was talking to you, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm going to get any more. But then the more I look at them sideways and looking at the paintwork, they're even growing on me even more. I want to get 2 more. I want to get Red 5 and I want to get the Gold Leader.
That's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, and then once the helmet wall is all done, then we'll see how many spaces I have left. So we'll throw some more in there just in case. But yeah, this is a quick unboxing. That's a really the face.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
And even like on the camera, the skin looks really, really shiny. It's actually kind of matte colored. Like just in like looking on the screen, and you can't see the eyebrows at all, but they're there. It's got like skin tones, like different like pinks to it.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
That's cool.
Nice, perfect ass though.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I believe it.
Yep.
Let's just look at this real quick. Chris, you mentioned that you wanted to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, I may possibly be the only person who has seen this in person. And
when you went to pick up your Chewy bust.
I went to pick up my Chewy bus with my sons, and you know, we were all excited to see all kinds of cool stuff because I was there before with Jason, and we saw some cool things, and I was hoping to see new cool things. And he had this in his office next to CZ3, and my sons were instantly gravitated towards it. They couldn't get it. They couldn't get enough of it. We didn't actually leave his office for a while because we wanted to look at this like they were kind of like trying to get us into the other room because there was a whole other warehouse to look at.
Right.
But this thing in person, it will blow you away. It will absolutely floor you. The tones, the colors, it's not shiny. It's matte. So and the paints, you know how we talked about the scabs?
Yeah.
You can't like, if you first look at it, you don't really see them. If you look, you'll see them. They're not like real bright and stand out. They kind of like are hidden a little bit because the colors are kind of muted. But I'm telling you, this thing is freaking awesome.
Jason, question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think, why haven't we seen the actual signature yet? Do you think he just doesn't? Does he just not have them signed yet? Is that how it works?
Phil hasn't signed them yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would think that would be something he'd want to actually show in the images.
Yeah, the signature plaques are, he's got to wait for the plaques to be made and then, sent out to Phil and so on and so forth. And then you got to keep in mind, Phil's got to sign 83 of them. And Phil does things at his own pace.
Yeah. He's got to be in his right mind to sign them.
Make sure it doesn't say, make sure it's actually Phil Tippett on the plaque.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, the ball-bearing eyes, the silver ball-bearing eyes, they are piercing. They're so menacing. I can honestly say when I first saw pictures of it, I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna like those eyes.
Do they stand out a lot more than
they do stand out a lot more? Yes, they really make it look even more menacing. And in the nostrils, there's some pinkish color that you can't see in the picture. There's some gloss in the nostrils, like he's got like a runny nose, not like runny nose, but it's a dog's nose that's wet. This thing is fucking awesome, to be honest with you. It's just mind-blowingly good.
Yeah, dude. And there's a couple pictures. This picture we didn't get to show last time when we did our thing because we had to wait for today for them to put this out.
Look at the drool from the profile.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then this one, you get to see the back, which is really cool.
Yeah, the back is really detailed.
If anybody who's watching right now is interested in getting this, you need to do it right now.
You get minutes.
Right now. Like, yeah, you have. They're almost out of these.
There's 10 more. 10 more of them.
He said roughly 10.
Which is nuts.
But that was as of an hour ago.
Yeah. So like, go do it.
It's larger than you think. It is actually has good size to it. And so we went there and we saw a lot of cool things, a lot of stuff I'm not allowed to talk about, but like we saw some props from Disney shows and upcoming stuff. And I asked the boys when we left, I said, what is the best thing you've seen there? Because we actually, I can tell you, we saw my kids love Predator, and they had actual Predator body legs there from the movies that were like starting to fall apart because they were foam latex, and they love that. Okay. And actual screen used Star Wars props as well. Awesome. When we left, I asked them, what was the thing you liked the best there? Unanimously, all three of them said the Rancor. No doubt about it. They were just, they couldn't stop talking about it. And they're like, we can't wait till you have that at home, Dad. I'm like, neither can I. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
And and Chris, you got to see some other things, right? We know at some point down the line, we've seen it behind him in his live streams many times. There is like a Gamorrean maquette of some sort coming. Some Gamorrean thing is being made.
Yeah.
It's always behind him. Did you see it? Did you get to actually
I did see it. Yeah, okay. I held it. I held it in my hands. If you're going by Jon Favreau's picture, Okay, it looks very skinny, kind
Yeah.
of almost in that picture. It's not skinny. It's muscular. It's like a wrestler. You know, there's a lot of muscle tone to it. It's probably about 12 inches high, maybe, I think.
Yeah, I think the size on camera is misleading.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
definitely a decent size. I think
It-
because when we held it, it was
Yeah.
probably at least the height of a hot toy, if not
Yeah.
give or take an inch. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
paint job is really good too. Like it has like scars on its chest and on its arm, and I'm getting that for sure. Yeah,
That's cool.
that
That one's priced really well too.
it is. I don't know if we're allowed to say the price. Or
I
not,
wouldn't
but
go. I wouldn't say
No.
anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
no. But it is.
I'm just saying compared to like for people that are looking at the Rancor, it's a lot more affordable.
Yeah, a lot more. So yeah, that's exciting. But it's so cool, Chris, that you got to actually see this thing. That's awesome.
That's so like I was hoping to God they still had it, and I was hoping they didn't ship it out somewhere. And
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it when you get it, it might just be a lot of people's favorite piece in their entire collection. That I could.
I'm really interested. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on this too. When we think they might actually start shipping this thing out, because they don't have a lot of space to keep these things. So
Correct.
whenever they start getting these things into their warehouse, the actual like sculpts, because I know they have someone else like actually cast this stuff, and then they start working on them. So the question is, how many will they do at a time? When do you think they'll send them out? Because I mean, I think I've heard some estimates of like what, I believe it's like
March.
He said March.
February, March.
He's aiming for March.
He's aiming for March, hopefully sooner.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think some will go out sooner?
Yes.
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, he has 2 in there right now that he's making for Phil. I think he said one was for Phil, and one was for I don't know. I can't say what to say, but
yeah, that's really cool.
He has and I can't see them having too many in there taking up space. So
yeah. I'm just really excited to get this thing in hand. So I'm hoping it happens.
Yeah, this is going to be one of my favorite things. Like it might even compare to Chewie.
Chewie or Rancor, which is better?
Yeah. Tough one, huh?
That's tough. 2 complete different pieces, but that's tough.
Wow.
Chewie is very awesome. Rancor is fucking cool. Like it's just, I don't know.
Chewie's just, I mean, it's just crazy because Chewie's like piercing and like just such a unique, crazy piece. I mean, I can't imagine. I don't know. I can't imagine the Rancor being that good, but man, if it is, it's amazing. It's great.
I love the back, especially of the Rancor, because it looks like gnarled fingernails on going down his back, like some nasty. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just
like your toenails.
Well, maybe not specifically mine. Maybe yours look like that, but yeah, it's and you know what? Like when it's not painted, I really, really noticed every bump and bruise, like every one of those bumps. They don't stand out when it's painted, but
these little ones right here.
Yeah,
like
you can
see
them in different lighting and stuff. So, I love the detail. The detail on that thing is just, and the bone tail is the same color as the nails, and the teeth are all gnarled up. It's gorgeous. Anybody on the fence has to get this.
It's really nice. It's what, like 16 something pounds, I believe.
Yeah, it's got some weight.
Yeah,
it's got some weight.
I'm really
It's
interested.
funny.
I got to figure out how to display this thing. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm gonna put it on a pedestal and put acrylic case over top of it. That's how.
Mhm.
That's
That's what I'm going to be doing, Chris.
Yeah.
Something similar. It's funny when I was talking to Tom because you have to keep in mind all of the things that you had the opportunity to see. But I said to Tom, I said, well, how did the boys enjoy the tour, the trip? He said, well, they liked it, but he said, once they stopped and saw the Rancor, he said, I couldn't get him away. I couldn't get him out of the office. He said, for at
Yeah.
least a good 10 minutes.
Mm-mm.
And then I thought in my mind, I was like, if Chris sat there and awed over this thing for 10 minutes, I'm like, it's got to be beyond, that good. It's got to be beyond, that's just, I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited.
There's just no question in my mind that it's this over Sideshow for sure. There's no doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, this is more expensive and not everybody can buy it.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
That has to be said. Is like, look, if there wasn't a price difference, I think a shit ton of people would jump on this thing, of course. But I mean, look, it's not cheap. I mean, we can't just sit here and go, oh, everyone can just get this is something for everybody. It's really not. It's a very it's expensive. It's tough to get this thing. So I wouldn't blame anyone for going for the Sideshow one. I think the Sideshow one's still really good stuff.
Yes, it is.
But
that they I think a lot of people are, when you mention this and you mention the price, people are like, God damn, like that's way too much. Yeah. They're not honestly, I'm not saying they're not educated, but you have to realize all the R&D that went into this, all of the skill and craft and the Sideshow Ranker is going to be an airbrush paint. It's going to look smooth and pretty and
a little sheen to it.
Yeah, this is nasty and gnarled and.
Hey, yeah, Matt, I was going to ask. I like that question that Nitro 17 put up. Something that we might want to discuss for a minute. What do you guys? What's your opinion on that?
Will this go up? That's a good question. I think it would. I think it will go up, but how much? I mean, really, will
how quickly it's sold out? With how quickly it's sold? Well, it's going to sell out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Steve.
It's going to be one of those situations where it's worth what somebody's willing to pay. I don't think it's going to have a specific market value. Definitely beyond retail.
Look at the Chewbacca. Look at the Chewbacca head. How much
you're right.
What did that go for?
25, and it's so close to 4.
Yeah, I mean, geez, like
people get these, they don't let them go. They're locked into the collections, and that's the thing.
Didn't somebody pay $4,500 for one right before the bus went for sale?
Yeah,
close to.
It wasn't 45. It was like close to 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
But 45. Still,
yeah, it's almost a Chewy bust.
Yeah, it's worth calling. It's worth writing Regal Robot and asking like, hey, should I pay this kind of money for this, or can I? You know what I mean? Like, geez. But yeah, no, I think this will go up. I think it'll go up. I don't know how much though. I mean, it's already expensive. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say this isn't expensive. I think the price is worth the collectible.
Yes.
But I can still sit here and say it's expensive, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying it's a lot of money to shell out. Just like
this is worth selling things to get.
It is to me. It is to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I was selling them, when I was thinking about selling my action figures, my son came to me. He's like, "You think you're gonna regret that, Dad?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so, because I'm gonna get the Chewy bus and I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this." He's like, "Yeah, but you've had them forever." And so, fast forward to yesterday, and I said, "Okay, so after seeing the Ranker and seeing the Chewy bust and seeing 2 other things I plan on getting, what is better to have? 1,000 action figures, 3 3/4 action figures, that are worth money. Don't get me wrong; they were worth something. Or these pieces." He goes, "Oh, you made absolutely the right choice. Like, just there's no doubt about it." He's
well, Chris, don't you guys think that like that's what's cool about collecting is that like the things you get, like Chris, you had all those figures, you enjoyed those for how long?
Years,
right? You enjoyed looking at those for years and years, and now you can sell it and get these other things and enjoy these things, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
That's part of the value of the collectible is that, even if you don't make as much money as let's say from when you bought it, which usually doesn't happen. Usually you can get it more for that. But even if you didn't, you still have that value of like the time that you had them.
Yeah.
And how much you enjoyed them. So
plus they don't take up, I mean, the other bigger pieces, but I have had boxes of action figures. I've had a whole half of a garage. I have a 2-car garage. Half of it was filled with cases of action figures that I was never going to display.
Yeah.
Never going to do anything with other than pass it off to my kids. And when they get it, they're going to be like, what the freaking hell do I do with all these boxes of figures?
Yeah.
So, if they get things like this, they'll be able to do something with it.
Yeah. No, it's cool. And I'm really looking forward to people that are out there that are getting multiples of these, like not of these, but of this and the sideshow version. Right. I'm really interested to see that comparison, in real life, because, we can sit here and say this or that all day long about this, but we haven't actually seen, the sideshow version in person at all, any of us. So, and I'm guessing the size of that thing alone will be make that its own interesting piece, right? And its own piece that's worth something, right? So,
I want to go to a comment that Mark Pearson made about statues. You can just put right there, the second last one.
This one.
Yeah. I mean, I put 2 statues on eBay and I made money on them, and they paid for a lot of the RS helmets that I got. I think you can.
Look, Hot Toys sell a lot faster and easier.
Yes, they do.
But that said, is we also have a way of doing it, right? That's one thing you have to understand. I think, especially with Mark and some of us that are coming from the Hot Toys collecting and all that stuff, we know how to sell those things, and we know what will sell and how quickly it'll sell. Like, I've got a couple that I'm thinking of putting up soon, and I know they're going to sell just fine. Like, I have no concern about selling them, and I know where I'm going to put them. I know all that stuff. So, and
you're not going to lose money.
You're not going to lose money. It's going to be probably a pretty quick sell, and then you send them off, and you're good to go. So the statue is just, it's different. I'm trying to get statues that I want to keep, because I can't imagine boxing a statue up and sending it out. I think that would be a lot harder.
I sent 2 of them.
It was no big deal, or what?
No big deal at all. I sold my Poison Ivy and my Ventress premium format.
Okay.
And it only becomes a headache when you're a statue collector and you start selling off a bunch of statues. That's when you start dealing with the headache.
Yeah. And they're heavy. They're heavy and take.
You can get FedEx or UPS to come pick it up at your house.
That's true.
Yeah, you can schedule that stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think it's just a matter of not having, not having done a lot of that. But I think it's still something to be said. I think Hot Toys sell a lot faster, personally. So
yeah, and you get the retail value or better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, some statue, if you're selling the right statue, you're getting a lot better. Just depends on the statue. Honestly, a lot of the Star Wars statues are just, there's not a whole lot of them. There's not a whole shit ton of Star Wars statues.
Yeah.
I made double the amount. I made double the amount I paid for the Asajj Ventress.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
So, I'll be right back. I got to find something to sit on.
And if you put the word Mythos in front of it, you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, but the value of this thing is, like I said, the trouble with it is it's going to be locked into people's collections. Anybody who purchases this is going to have no intentions of letting it go. It's not one of those statues or pieces that you sit with it for a couple of years, you enjoy it, you want to turn it over and put something new in your collection. This is one of those things that, unless you fall into an extenuating circumstance, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I think I'm trying to remember who I mentioned this to. I think I'm trying, and this is partly your influence, Jason, and probably Steve as well. And and this will be the last we ever speak of it. But I think, I think it's wanting to move the collection into more of a special pieces type of thing, right? Like you've said, Jason, before. What was the word? Curating.
To curate the collection.
Create your collection, like get it to where you're actually having a lot of like really solid pieces in your collection, right?
And less is more.
Less is more, sure. And I think that's kind of where I'm slightly starting to head. I don't want to go so far over there that I only get like one thing a year or two things a year. I can't do that. Like,
it's a slow process, and it's one of those things that you can enjoy, take your time, and fill things out.
I mean, Steve, what would you do if you were only able to get one thing a year or two things a year? I mean, it'd go crazy.
No, that would be boring. This certainly wouldn't be a hobby.
No, right? Exactly. It's hard to call it that at that point.
There would be so much stuff to look at that I couldn't get.
Right. Yeah.
No way, man. Yeah.
Jason, you do a lot of that though.
What's
there's
that?
There's a lot of stuff you just said. You say, "Oh, that's really cool," but I'm just not going to get it.
Yeah, before it got to the point where, like, you have to keep in mind, I've been collecting Star Wars for 20 plus years.
Yeah, sure.
And when everybody, I mentioned this before, was going back and forth between Marvel, Star Wars, I just stuck with Star Wars. So I remember going back when you guys were scrambling to get the Mythos and picking this up, picking that up. I had purchased those and they were released for $250, $300. Right. So a lot of the stuff was already in my collection. So it started getting to a point where recently it was easier to become much more selective. And I started seeing a number of things coming out that I enjoyed and that I liked, but it was just easier to make a choice to say, okay, well, I prefer this over this piece. So it was easier to pass on things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you. Preston, say how much is this one over the sideshow version? This one's what, $3,000?
It's double.
3 with shipping,
50,
and then
55% more.
Yeah, and then the sideshow's $1,300, I think. Quite a bit more. The edition Area 51 says the edition size also dictates how the future value of this piece will be.
Correct.
Very correct.
I just love the idea that this thing is so popular, and 83. There's only 83 of them. This is going to be, my opinion, is going to be a major classic.
Yeah,
everybody's
going to want to have this. Just great.
I agree.
And then you're gonna have new collectors come in, and they're gonna backtrack and see this. And
well, talked, Jason. Didn't we talk about this? Didn't we talk to Tom? And he wasn't at a certain time. He wasn't sure where he was going to go with the edition size. He was thinking 83.
He was aiming 100.
Yeah, he was thinking of 100. I think it was even more at one point. At some point, thinking of. So it's actually, I commend him for sticking to 83 because he probably could have. I mean, I don't know. He might be kicking himself in the ass right now, thinking, "Damn, I could have sold another. How many of these?"
Something I didn't think of was people asked for like number 83.
Yeah, someone. Yeah,
and people were fighting over it on the one page. So I wanted 83.
I think I thought Mike Collier got 83. Yeah,
there's only one number that matters.
Oh my gosh, what's that? What number is that, Steve?
I don't know.
That big fat number one.
Perhaps.
He made a good
have
point.
I have a strong feeling. One of us will get on this panel will get number one. And it's not me.
I have an even stronger feeling that one of us will have this in hand before number one.
Yeah, I think two of us will, Chris. I think two of us will.
That's so good. Well, I believe, I could be wrong. I believe I'm fairly close to the beginning of the run. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that it does chip out.
You know what number 2 is, right, Matt?
Runner up to number 1.
First loser.
Yeah, I'm actually probably more like the 3rd or 4th loser because I don't think I got a number 2 either.
I think I'm like number 10 or something like that.
I think I'm 4.
I never put that into numbers. Even like artist proofs, I just never really.
I don't care about
a number of like. Listen, I have a lot of artist proofs on pieces, and it doesn't do it for me. As long as I have the piece, I'm happy.
The only thing I care about with this one is that I will get it sooner than later. That's what I care
Yes.
about. I don't care about the number. I could give a shit if I'm 35 or 67. I just really want this thing to come, not because you got to think about it, and this is how I've thought about it. It's like the later you are, like they're gonna make these and send them out and make them and send them out and make
Yep.
them and send them out.
Like
So
5 out of 10 out.
yeah,
5
5
to
or
10
10
at a
at a
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in the last, if you picked 83, I hope you're on a long payment plan, because you're not getting that thing for quite a while. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Hadn't even thought about that. Wow.
Yeah, you're looking at, if you're
Yeah.
number 83, you're probably looking at April, probably April,
Oh, I would think
Probably,
farther
yeah.
than that.
April, May.
If they're doing
You think
5
so?
to 10 at a time and he's starting in May and March.
Well, he says he's starting. I don't. That's what I don't believe. I think.
Well, they'll be shipping out in batches of March, so most of them, half of them, will probably be done by then.
Yeah.
And then they
I
gotta do the packaging and
I think
boxing.
they'll have some before that, but that's we'll see.
Also, he is not casting these on premises.
It's the only number that matters. Oh yeah,
I can't read any of the messages. My web browser's gone crazy. What does it say that you got up right now?
It says the only number that matters $3,000, which is he's not wrong. Let's see this one. Nitrous. If I buy Regal Robots Star Wars collectibles, I probably wouldn't sell them. I think this is all new to me to start collecting more authentic pieces. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like it's again, guys, and this comes back to, I mean, some of you guys have seen our like evolution and like going into some of these things, and it really comes down to who you're collecting with in your circle and in your community, like who you're seeing, whose collections you're watching and stuff. That guides where you're going to. It's just the way it is. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't want to say that you're following anybody or I'm following anybody, but I am affected by how people collect. It's just,
I think it's a huge influence.
it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do that, have that happen than collect by myself and be, a freaking loser that has no friends. Right. I want to have friends that I can collect with. And if it makes me go in a certain direction, then fine. Like I'm okay.
Listen, I spent 30 years collecting by myself and trying to talk to my wife about it. It's no fun. So it's way more fun.
That doesn't work. I can guarantee it doesn't work.
It's so much more fun talking to friends about this stuff. And if you guys influence me to buy awesome shit like this, then so be it.
But it's also the learning process, the growing process, like the things that you do learn about it. Because remember, Matt, you originally was like, the sideshow's good enough for me. I'm sure this thing will be beautiful. But it was more along the lines of, as you continue to learn more about it, became more educated as to what you were getting. It totally changed your point of view. It's
the same thing with the CZ3 bust. It's the same exact thing. It gets me every single time. It makes me mad, but this is how it works. I don't want it. I don't think I want it. It's not, not my thing, but I'm glad someone else is getting it. Like, I'm excited for you. Then we start talking about it more and I'm like, oh, it's cool. Yeah. Like then we start talking to Tom or somebody about it. And then I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. Then someone unboxes it and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. And then I'm like, well, I think I might get it. And then it starts to get into, no, I really need to get it. Like I
can't wait to have it.
Yeah, I can't get it out of my head. And
Your progression
like,
only.
What do I got to sell to get this thing? Like that's
your progression is only like a matter of hours to one day.
Yeah, when he
From
goes
start
to
to
bed
finish.
thinking about it, he wakes up the next morning like, I'm getting it.
Yeah, this all happens quickly. But that is the
less than 24 hours.
Honestly, this is what I want Tom to understand. The more he talks to us in the community, I think the better.
Yeah.
A lot of that was just him talking about it. Like the passion he has for that thing he's making for the CZ3 bust. A lot of that comes from, like, first of all, I'm a huge fan of like weird Star Wars shit. Like I think that's what makes Star Wars so cool, is that they have really weird, but like really weird droids and like really strange characters, like even Jar Jar being super strange characters, right? And I freaking love it. And so he has the same passion for that kind of stuff. Like he talks like that about Star Wars, and I really like that. So I don't know. It just made me interested.
He likes the background characters, like
Yeah,
He's
he
a
does.
Cantina alien guy.
He is.
And
Yeah,
you don't
he
get
is.
much more background characters than that. Like,
Really is.
Obsessively Cantina
Yeah.
alien.
yeah, he loves like the guy with the big bug eyes and you know, and anything that's background like K3PO and stuff like that. He
Jason,
loves it.
do you know how this works? He says, I already said 51 says, I assume he made 83 for sale, but he has a few for quality or broken during shipping. Like, how does
Okay,
that
so
work?
that's an interesting question. Okay, so how do I answer that? So based on some of the conversations we had,
You can
these
talk.
are
You can
made.
talk about it in general, right? You can talk about
Yeah,
what
no, it's not it's not about a matter of like what I can or can't say. It's just it's a lot different from what we're used to, like with companies like Sideshow or XM or whomever produces statues. There's always the notion of okay, you have to make others because in shipping this takes place. You know, this could happen. But I think with Tom, and I don't want to speak for him because I could potentially be wrong, especially in this particular case. I don't think it's capped at 83 and then all right, let's make 5 more in case somebody receives one damaged, or at the quality that these are made, at the level that these are made, and the way that they're executed and produced. I think it's a matter of if you receive one damaged, you ship it back and it gets repaired in the studio. I
Yeah.
don't think he tucks 5 or 10 aside, and if somebody calls and says, hey, I got a broken whatever, I think they would accommodate you with shipping it back, reworking it, and then sending it back out to you. So that's also that museum level quality that you're getting. The same thing would happen if you were dealing with a piece of art. It would be restored. Basically, you would be restoring the piece, not replacing it with another commercial item. And that's what makes it all that more unique.
Yeah,
Well-
except the hard part is if you had a Regal Robot statue, or like you had one of these Rancors and a finger was broken, you send it back and they fix the finger and sent it back to you. Now you have a statue that's been repaired. So the hard part about that is I don't know if they can actually do that, right? They might have to go, we're giving you a whole different one. And
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. Obviously we don't know anything.
But I would assume if that was the case, like let somebody received, let's just play theoretics. If somebody received one and it was just busted, let's just say UPS, theoretically kick the box around because they don't ever do that. The piece comes in damaged. They may even just make it to replace that particular one. Do you see what I'm saying? So you may have to waste some time. But I don't think there's. Yeah, but I think it would be made to replace that one, and you might have to wait a little bit of time. I don't think they have a couple sitting on the side.
No, right. I would just
that's
think,
basically what I'm getting at.
I would just think they would take whatever is coming down the line and say this one is going to replace this one, right? As in, we just made this one this was going to be number 35. We're going to send it out to replace this one. Now this is number 35, right? To me, that's an easy thing to do. To just,
but also, Jason, this material is not that fragile.
No, and that's another thing. What they choose, it does. These things don't break easy. It'd be very hard and very difficult to break these things. There's a lot of confidence in what they do.
It's I also hard cast resin. It's a polyurethane resin. It's pretty solid.
And if they were to hold any back, like I had a conversation with him today, and the discussion on pulling some, I think it would actually come from the addition of 83. So even if 2 were put aside for the sake of having to replace it, it wouldn't be 85 or 86. It would be out of that. Like it's capped at 83. Like that's it.
Yeah.
It stops at 83. No ifs, ands, or buts.
He ain't gonna make extras.
Yeah, there's no, and that's normal. I mean, Sideshow does it. All these companies do it where it's just normal because you have to. You're shipping out to so many people, but you're also when you're doing that, you're talking about editions of 1,000, 5,000, 500. 83 pieces. They get it right the first time, and then the off chance that it potentially something happens, they do their job to make it right.
Steve, what happened? What would you say would happen? Because you're used to broken things. So like what do you think they would do? I mean, have you had to send something back to Sideshow, Steve?
I have not. I don't think I've ever sent anything back to Sideshow. I've had pieces replaced where they made me, where they told me I had to destroy them before they replace them. But
because that's
I think Jason's on this is right on there. I think that that maybe what they do is they sell 81, they hold 2 in reserve, and then once everything goes out and they're sure everything's good, then they release those last 2. I don't know. I it's either that or they're made on the spot. I don't think this is the sort of thing where you make a couple extras and they're laying around.
Matt, go to a picture of his earring, will you? See if you can get a close up of his earring. Can you zoom in on that?
Hold on. Oh,
Scroll.
sorry.
Yeah, scroll.
Scroll. There we go.
So you can't really see it very well, but his earring has a wire wrap around it. It's just a little cool detail that you don't notice.
Yeah, it's like right here. Right
yeah,
here.
it's like wrapped around like a coil. It's just little details that I noticed about it that were just really cool. And
here's the scab thing too.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
One of the scars that he was talking about.
Now, Matt, one thing that you talk about often from time to time, which is going to be extremely, extremely important for this piece, is lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Jason, I'm telling you, seeing it in his office, and he doesn't have good lighting in his office.
Oh, those yellow green guacamole walls. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter that much. Great lighting is going to make it look even better, but it still looks good in bad lighting.
Well, dude, listen, he had that stream. Tom did that stream on last Wednesday, and even with his dog shit lighting, I was like, I wrote in their text in their chat. No, their lighting is just god awful.
Listen,
and so
Tom knows Matt has a thing for feces.
Yeah. So I wrote and I was like, dude, like even with this shitty lighting, this thing looks great. And it's true. Like it actually still looked good even without any sort of like good lighting on it. It still looked pretty good. But that's what you're saying, Jason, is if it looks good like that, think about lighting it well and how amazing it will look at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because you're
it's a showstopper.
This
ball
picture is
bearing
great
eyes
lighting.
popping and like all that stuff is just gonna be fantastic.
The ball bearing eyes are so menacing.
Yeah.
When I display this, it's like Chris said, it's going on a pedestal. It's going to have a cover. I think I might actually do a mixture of both warm and white light.
It'd be a shame to put this against the wall just because of how great the back is.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. That's
I
gonna
know.
be it is what it is.
You got to get yourself a turntable.
Matt, you might want to get one of those legendary displays with the turntable.
Oh gosh,
Automatic.
I don't want to get anywhere near that.
But you can buy a automatic turntable, okay? Yeah, they're not that expensive.
No, I just probably don't have the room for that. I mean, look how far this thing extends out. Like that.
Yeah.
You can't. Like this is probably how I'm going to display him. To be completely honest.
Well, you get a lot more visual and aesthetic from the profile.
So much more to see like this. I mean, it's just fantastic. And if you come from, certain directions, you can see the back more or the front more, right?
The tail's coming towards you at that direction.
Yeah.
Right there.
So cool.
Jason, we're not allowed to say how he made the drool, but safe to say it's not going to break off.
It's not. No.
Mm-mm.
It's very durable.
Yeah.
And one of the questions was the edition size of 83. Yes, it was a little fun Easter egg towards Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
The year that it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nitrous.
I watched Return of the Jedi this weekend, and I specifically looked for the eyeballs. Because
did you see it?
All this detail about the ball bearings. And you're looking at them walking, and you look at the eyes, and you can now that's a ball bearing in there, and how awesome that actually.
It makes such a whole new level of appreciation for the movies. Every time I learn something new, and Steve, we discussed this. The learning process is one of the things I enjoy. Every time I learn something new, whether it's via a book or collectible or whatever it may be, you just enjoy the movies that much more.
Yeah, I will say though that I'm starting to pick up on details I'd never picked up on before. Like in that scene, the Gamorrean is trying to escape, trying to crawl back up the tunnel he jumped down.
Yeah, right.
And if you look at him, you can see the joints between the rubber legs that he has on and his like, I don't know, his underwear, right? You can see the blatantly obvious fact that it's a costume with multiple pieces. that he's wearing. You start noticing all those now. I've also started noticing all the background characters that
The background characters start to really stand out.
I never really paid attention to that as much, and now I'm realizing, oh, look at all those characters. It's the attention to detail. It's crazy.
It's fun though.
Speaking of joints, he hit on, I'm not sure which live stream it was, one of the two. He was talking about the hand having a joint, like a gap. That I didn't see no gap. I didn't see nothing. If it was there, I didn't notice it, and I had my face 2 inches away from this sucker, like I was touching it. And
it only has doesn't it only have like 3 or 4 switch things that come off? Like it's the hand, the hand, the
cuff,
the cuff,
and the cuff,
and
the body,
and then the bottom, the what's it
base.
standing on? The base,
yeah.
Is he pegged in?
No, it's magnetic. It's actually there's a little peg, like maybe like a
metal.
Well, it's like a 1 inch, like a 3/4 inch deep, and it goes into a socket. But there's a magnet earth magnet that holds it in. He even showed me you can actually put it in and have the hand go the opposite direction.
No, he's talking about. Are you talking about into the base?
Is he pegged into his base?
He has
I'm assuming
metal rods at the feet. Yeah,
I didn't pick it out to find out. I didn't take it apart to find out, but I'm assuming.
I would think so.
Yeah, so. I'm sure it is.
Because that reminds me a lot of like the Kotobukiya magnetic bases, and I was just kind of curious if he was pegged in or a magnet.
I'm sure he is. So you don't want him to he could tip. I mean, you
don't want any tilting at all.
No,
I mean, I know they said without the base, he's actually standing very balanced well, but still, man, any movement would be sweet.
Yeah, it looks to be keyed in by 2 small metal rods that go, circular, almost like the reverse of when you have like an action figure and the peg goes into the foot.
Yeah,
it's just basically the reverse of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a statue.
It's like a statue, right?
Yeah, because they probably had the rod going into the foot, right? And certain far away into the foot so that it keeps it. Yeah, makes sense. One important question: how to order from the UK? That is a question that they get a lot, and we get a lot, and there's not much.
Bane of their existence.
Have a friend in the United States.
That's the best you can do. Is if you have a friend or family member in the U.S. and just go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, I think it's licensing, right? There was someone on, I think it was Cargo Holder somewhere, that was kind of ragging on Regal Robot for not shipping to the anywhere else, and I went on there and was like, well, I don't think they have a choice. Like, I think if they could take your money, if they could take your money, they would, right? They're happy to take money from anywhere, but they just license wise, I don't think they're allowed. So
no, he answered it on one of the pages saying he contractually cannot sell it outside of the United States.
Exactly.
And that's not that uncommon. Look at XM Studios. Those have to be imported. Those aren't sold here in the US, and you pay a hefty shipping price.
Yeah.
Because of that, because somebody has to, import them, export them, etc. And that goes for a lot of things. It's not just Regal Robot. There's so many. There's so many companies that can't ship outside of the U.S. and vice versa.
Right.
It happens often. It's common.
Yeah. You could see that.
It's frustrating. It is frustrating, but.
What do you think, Chris?
I really like it. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
For bum?
I don't have a lot of statues.
You like that booty, right?
I do.
Trying to get to you.
I have 4 statues. I have 4 statues. And this one.
You have Grievous, Iron Studios Vader,
Darth Talon, and Mythos Gamorrean.
Maybe Mythos Gamorrean.
Yeah. Those are the only 4 I have.
That's awesome.
And this 5 now.
Well, that's cool.
The Leia, do you have a Leia? Doesn't count as a statue.
Well, yeah, I guess it does. Yeah. 6.
Is the other ones where she's laying down? You said.
Yeah, I can go get it.
No. She's like in the bed, right?
Yeah, she's on Jabba's dais, or it's not even. No, it's not Jabba's dais. It's just a bed with a blanket on it.
The reason
I
why I
get
was
it.
curious about that is I saw somebody post one for sale and they marked it generically as 1/6, and I thought about getting it to pose with because she's statue kind of like a statue, to pose with the sideshow Java because he's pretty much even though he's 1/6, he's pretty much a statue as well.
It is 1/6 scale. It's the size of a hot toy.
Oh, is
Okay,
it?
so she would
Oh,
fit
yeah.
well if I put it. Okay,
Yeah, she would fit well on with Java. No doubt about it.
all right. I think
Steve, what
I
do
might go for it then.
Steve, what's that box back there?
Oh, you just noticed that, huh?
Yeah, what is it?
Cody.
I just got this in today. You guys mentioned about doing an unboxing. I figured I would just open.
Yeah,
up
what
mine
is
too,
it?
you know.
What is it?
Cody.
You guys are all. None of you guys want this. You guys are not interested in it at all.
It's got to be. Is it Cody?
Is it an Elf doll? What is it?
No. I'm telling
Wait,
you,
wait. Where
telling you
did you get this
seriously.
from?
None of you guys. If I offered to you for half price, I don't think any of you guys would buy it.
Where did you get it from?
From Tim Sent.
Yeah, I can tell by the green wrapping.
You're not getting as
Is it Lord of the Rings?
figures anymore,
It's not Asmus.
and it's not Cody.
No, it's not Cody.
Okay, that's
Is it Harley Quinn?
yeah.
Wait, it's gonna be your favorite Arthur Fleck, right?
That's good.
Steve
That's
Steve
good,
Buckle,
Jason.
the one for Arthur Fleck.
Hold on. Is it Star Wars?
Yes. All right. Wait.
None of us are
Let's
going to
play. Let's play. Okay, we're gonna play. Why don't we play 10 questions, and that was your first one.
All right.
All right. This is actually getting kind of fun. Let me ask.
Hey, wait.
Was
Hold
it
on.
something-
Do we
You
have
guys
10?
gotta take turn. You gotta take
We have
turns.
10 amongst all of us.
Amongst all of you, and that was your first one.
Okay.
Jawa and Gunk Droid.
No.
Was it
Not a-
recently produced or an older
Yes.
piece?
Recent.
Okay, recent. Okay. Hmm.
Does it have hair on it?
Sorry.
Does it have hair on it?
No.
It's not the Ewok.
Recently.
Recent. I know that's. The
Is it a
biggest
main
thing that popped
character?
me right there.
No.
Okay.
So wait, here's the trick. This isn't a question. So by default, it's recent, but it's something that neither of us, any one of us three, would want to purchase at half price.
It sounded like a question. I'm not going to answer it unless you call it an official question.
All right, I'm not going to call it official.
Don't waste them.
This is a cool version of what's in the box.
It is. It's driving me crazy.
Hold on. This isn't something that we have that none of us have.
Do any of us have it?
No.
The thing that's getting me mad is he said that none of us would want this and have no interest in it. But it's Star Wars and it's recent.
Hold on. Is it Hot Toys?
Yes.
No.
What could we dislike that much? Another fecal trooper?
I don't know.
Is that a question?
No, don't.
I'm thinking aloud.
He's already got 2 of those damn things. He doesn't want any more of those.
Well, he missed out on all the snow troopers, so he's making up.
No idea.
Recent. It's not a main character. So
This is great. I didn't expect this to be so much fun.
yeah, what could it be? Jeez,
Come on, Matt, get in the private chat. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly
It's
don't
recent,
give a
it's a
shit.
hot
I honestly
toy.
don't give a shit, but like it's interesting, right? Like
It is. I want to guess it.
I don't know how we're missing this.
Mud Trooper. I don't know, Mario. Mud Trooper. We would love that. I would totally buy a Mud Trooper.
I know yeah. I don't see how
You said it's something we wouldn't have interest in. It's recent. It's a hot toy. It's Star Wars, but we wouldn't have interest in it. It's got to be something busted. What's busted that came out recently?
What would Chris not have interest in? That's the question. Because Chris buys a lot of Star Wars hot toys.
I do.
I'm a
almost
little
all
bit
of
more
them.
picky, and Jason, you're very picky as well.
I would say.
I get.
I'll
When
give
it
you
comes
a
to
little
hot
hint.
toys, I get all the Star
I
Wars.
would
Okay.
say Chris would really not want this.
Huh. What I
Jesus.
mean, what's come out recently?
Oh, Jump Troopers.
Bingo.
That's a jump trooper.
Yep.
Really?
Oh
I
man,
love
that's
a
why.
jump trooper.
That's why it's
That
been sitting
gave
in
it
that
away.
box for a week.
You could just burn that and send it back.
Space Troopers and Jump Troopers was one of the first.
I knew that was
bits
too
I
much
put
of a
together.
Darth, this should have been our first question. Is it from a sequel or original trilogy?
Exactly,
Yeah,
right?
we should ask that. That's dumb.
Pure garbage.
Well, we all have something. We all have something except for Jason to open. So Jason's gonna have to just sit by and watch us. I'm gonna open the Mando figure.
It's like Christmas.
No,
I always get stuff to open. I just
it's not really like Christmas.
It's like
If
Christmas.
it was-
and we send each other gifts.
If this was a bust I was opening, that would be like Christmas. That would be awesome.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me to have that thing, actually, Steve.
I like it, Chris. It's a nice trooper. So isn't the Space Trooper? The Space and the Jump are both really nice. Steve, do you have a Space Trooper?
Yeah.
That thing is. I think that's a fantastic piece.
Space
I-
Trooper.
And a little
Nothing.
fun fact
Jump
too:
Trooper.
Joe Johnston wore that outfit in the movie.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, design didn't work.
I've been actually really looking forward to this Mando figure to come, and I haven't even thought about it because we're talking about the
I'm
rank.
dying for mine. I get the statue. I'm dying for the figure to come in.
Yeah, everyone was putting up really nice pictures of this thing too. So I'm excited.
I don't know why I really have no interest in any of the statues of the Mando, but this I'm exceptionally excited for.
I'm so happy I'm not Steve. Opening a
Yeah.
jump trooper.
I told you guys we were going to want it.
You actually paid to get that early, Steve?
No,
No,
it's
it's an
cheaper.
it's an
No,
older
it's
piece.
not.
No, I got a huge discount.
Oh, okay.
I get one of those, Chris. I love it.
Very
But then
nice.
again, I think I have every Star Wars Hot Toy that was released. Literally,
So you're saying
that's
you would get a jump trooper, Jason?
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have. I literally have every Hot Toy Star Wars. See, when everybody was scrambling to get Marvel,
Sorry.
that,
Wait a second. They're called jump troopers from the
you
Rise
talk
of
about the one with the
Skywalker.
back. You talk about the one with the backpack.
With the mandible
No.
face.
No, he's talking about.
Oh no, I don't have one. I don't have one in hand, but I did order it. I have the red and the white on order. I don't
Are
have
they
it in
called-
hand.
They're called jump troopers, right?
Aren't they?
I'm thinking of Steve. What's the one with the backpack? Not the
Yeah,
space
did-
trooper, but the.
Right, there is
He's
a jump.
trooper.
There is a jump
Yeah.
trooper there. So I'm starting to wonder if I got the right name.
That's what I was thinking. All right, that's the one I was thinking of.
Nice.
I like that helmet.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at the blood on that thing, dude.
Wow,
See,
that's
Steve, that's the type of blood I was expecting on the
That's
helmet.
crazy.
A little bit more dark and fresh.
It's really
Like he
nice.
just took a bat to the head.
Yeah, I originally
Actually-
thought that they were like red. It was like the blood was a little too red, but everybody
Trooper?
keeps saying no, Jet Trooper.
Jet trooper.
Jet. I
This would
definitely have a
actually
jump.
be an
I
interesting
would
one
have
to
it,
have in the collection. A helmet like this, where it's like all like shit stained,
Is
shit
that the
stained and
same one
blood
that
stained.
came with Wicket?
No,
Just
no, no.
painted differently?
It's got a hole in the top.
Oh, okay.
Got a hole in the top of the head.
Oh,
It's
because
got-
it's got to go over the pike.
yeah,
so
it's got
gonna
this
be
like it's got this
impaled.
thing on the. Nice, it's really nice. I like it. I like it.
That was another thing I used to enjoy when you guys were all backtracking, trying to get like the Death Star gunner and the Snow Troopers because everybody was buying Marvel. I'm like, oh, got them because I didn't have to cherry pick between Marvel and Star Wars.
I first saw this exactly 1 year ago at New York Comic Con. Is when they first had this up for viewing.
Damn, this
That's
is a
a
nice,
pretty quick
this is a nice
turnaround.
figure right here, dude.
Oh, he does look nice.
Wow,
He looks really good, dude. In person too, man. My
sure
God.
does.
Like just the materials that he's made out of. I mean, it's all just.
Freaking
got-
gorgeous.
It's got the
He's
holes,
weathered nicely too.
holes in the cape.
Steve, did you forego the Mando because of the statue, or do you have
Yeah.
him coming in? All right,
This
you
is
chose
that-
it.
I'll get the best car version.
That makes sense.
I
We gotta do
consider
this
that
at
one of
Christmas time.
my very small victories that I was actually able to say no.
Say no to what?
to a
hot toy?
hot Star Wars hot toy for once.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
is one of these missing for you? One of these things?
Yeah, the
It's
third
supposed
one
to?
should be.
Yeah.
One in between should be missing.
Okay, good.
Yeah. The
I was gonna
That's
say.
correct.
second from the top.
Because they do move, and so I was worried that one of them fell out. But
No, this is awesome.
yeah, it's freaking beautiful.
Even the
What do you think,
back.
Steve? What's
That the helmet design is so much cooler than it looks in the movie.
nice? Yeah, I get one of those coming in, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's a lot like more evil looking, and the backpack design's really cool. Yeah, I think this is a cool trooper.
Now, did you buy that because you really wanted it, or just because you have all the troopers?
Well, remember, I think we ordered this before the movie came out.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So, so that was one thing, right? At the time, I thought, oh, okay, that looks pretty. The design looks pretty different, pretty cool. I love all troopers, so I'll go get one. Since then, though, the movie kind of ruined a lot of stuff. But I think that this is actually a pretty cool design when you see it in person.
Which did you get, the red or the white?
I got the red.
I ordered
Does
them
this
both,
thing-
Chris.
Does this thing go under his cape?
Yeah,
It does,
can
right? It
go-
goes underneath.
I think it goes,
Yeah.
it goes through.
Does
There's
it
a
go through
slot.
it?
Yeah, there's a slot on the back.
Is it really?
Yep.
Like through his cape?
Yeah, you see the hole
Oh,
in the
I
back
see.
there?
Yeah, I see the hole there.
Yep.
Interesting.
This helmet looks exactly like the Innovos helmet,
Oh,
not
that's great.
the EFX helmet.
Yeah, it's great. Let's see.
Now, is anybody going to display him with the short trooper shoulder?
That's how I did my statue.
Did you?
The short
Yeah.
trooper, what?
I did the same thing. Short Trooper Pauldron.
Pauldron.
I'm not sure.
Awesome.
That Beskar looks so freaking good.
Yeah, but the best car on that bodysuit is like when you see like $1,000 car with $5,000 rims, you know?
Well, that's his helmet, man. His whole helmet's that way.
Yeah.
You think this is their highest selling hot toy? You think this is Iron Man numbers?
See, I dig that. I don't know.
about that.
I dig
I don't know
the
about that.
I dig the Gym Trooper.
So let's see if I can do it without it. There's like a really mean look, the way that angle, that piece that goes between the eye slit and the cheek, that looks pretty nasty. And the mandibles aren't, like I call them mandibles. Well, not mandibles, but the
But they're not as like tarantula looking.
yeah, they're not as pronounced as like pictures make it look.
Doesn't look like a praying mantis.
No. I know a lot of people are kind of freaked out by that design. They don't really like it. And the jetpack is it's a pretty cool design for the jetpack too.
Are you getting the
Yeah,
white
it does
one?
look nice.
No, I'm not. I didn't go that crazy.
No. So how much of a deal did you get on it?
I think I got it for $170.
No, too much.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Gotta figure out how I'm gonna display this guy. Like what pose I'm gonna put him in.
I don't want to do this just walking pose with it.
Do the gunslinger like
One of my favorite things about this figure is the rifle. So I'm going to try to display it somehow with the rifle.
Like him doing something with it.
Yeah, I love the rifle. The rifle's amazing.
See, I like the look of it behind him personally, but
I do too. Don't get me wrong; it looks good, but everybody seems to be doing that.
well,
sling it, Chris. Sling it like he's holding it, resting it on the shoulder, like this.
I saw somebody. Who was it who had a really awesome pose today, where he was like pointing the gun and bringing his other rifle around with the other hand?
Yeah, I saw that. So it's cool that they're using what's it called? Velcro for this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like super.
Gosh,
easy
it
to
is
do
a
that.
good week so far.
Yeah, you got a lot of fun stuff.
I did. My wife's gonna start asking me, when is this gonna stop now? Like, Never.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell?
I may have some more RS coming this week, hopefully.
Really?
I hope so.
I guess you still have to, I'm really interested to see when. Hey, Jason, when does that stuff come in?
So I'll be. Here's the thing. It's going out tomorrow, or by tomorrow evening is when it's being shipped, and then I come back. I travel next week, but I should be back Sunday and Monday because I'm looking forward to that because I want to maybe do an unboxing of the Y-wing because they still. I think the other half of them still haven't reached. I think people are still waiting for the other 30 or 40 of them to go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a low number. That's in the low teens.
His was that you got?
It's under 20. Yeah, it's a low number. So he's only had it for he finally gets the thing, huh? And then he's only had it for a couple weeks, but it was just to be able to swoop all those up in one buy and not have to wait. Be able to get them all at once. That was just a good, The only thing I'm concerned about is the Snow Trooper. It's a signature edition, but the vinyl on the face has a lot of small indentations. It's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. What's odd? So I looked at your images, I looked at Steve's images, and you guys have a little bit more of a smoother, vinyl mask. It's not as distressed looking. But when I looked at another signature edition online, it looked like somebody had taken the tip of a pen and just kind of.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I like it a little bit smoother, but
you know what I would question though, Jason, especially with that one, is temperature of the room, the environment it's been in, right? I mean, it's like a vinyl thing.
That too. So on this part, Matt, the nose part, right? Yeah. That's underneath the mask. It's like almost adhered to it, but you can see the two. So there's those two indentations. I'm trying to figure out how I can. So
I can go up closer on mine if you want me to. If you want to see
it. So if you go like this on the nose, there's two indentations. You can actually put your finger and feel them. This is stuck right to it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so I'm a little. I don't know. I might reach out to them and see if they can replace it for a small fee or something like that. Because I do like the idea of this, the signature edition.
Okay.
And you might just have the most famous Y-Wing helmet of them all.
Going down in history.
It's unbelievable.
And what's interesting too? So after we worked everything out, and because I had bought so many, I actually got it, ironically, below retail. That particular one. Which is crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well done.
That's crazy, dude.
So when you work, the way the numbers work out, yeah. Well, with the
that's because you got a bunch of other stuff, right?
Yeah, I had bought a lot, so the way it broke down, it was below retail, which is good.
So
go ahead.
Do we think that Sideshow's going to do this stupid 1,000 people?
Oh, it's a Sideshow thing tomorrow.
Yeah. That was aggravating.
Yeah, honestly, fuck them. I'm not bothering going to. I'm never gonna try to get the codes. I'm not some chimp that's trying to get $1 for doing a trick.
I'm gonna try it once.
$2 to wait in line like a jack.
I hear that.
I'm gonna try it once, and if it gives me that same bullshit again, fuck that. That's awful. That's
never
terrible.
saw something so absurd. A freaking what's absolutely going to be a timed code to have to go to try to get that code and then I had a 9-minute wait ahead of me
and be the first 1,000 to get it.
Sideshow.
We're going to have something even worse. I was just to top that up. So you guys know I'm into the books. We talk about that a lot. Very much into the books. Steve, we just recently talked about Sculpting the Galaxy. So I decided to go for the limited edition one. And got it in from Sideshow recently. And they packaged it with a Sideshow gift card as like a little thank you. So I'm like, all right. And it's kind of random. It could range anywhere from like $5 to $50. Like punch it in, and they're like, "Sorry, this gift card is expired." You're kidding me? I'm like, good old Sideshow, always delivering, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
hoping
interesting.
they have something fun to look at tomorrow, though. At least.
So that came from the Sculpting a Galaxy. Where did you buy it?
So I already had the book, but I opted for they have a limited edition that comes with like a DVD.
Did you buy it new or retail? Like
Retail.
New or, sorry, old. You used or retail. Seems to me that if you just bought that retail, why couldn't you just call Sideshow or you tell them, "Hey, look, I just bought this, and the card's expired already."
Well, I did it via the live chat, and they basically just said that I guess they inserted them during the like production of the books, and when they had inserted them, they said there was. And the thing is, there's no expiration date on the card, but it says that like there's no promise as to when this will expire. It was I don't know. I wasn't losing sleep over it, but I was a little annoyed.
Can we do something to ruin the lives of anybody else who puts a thumbs up on the next Tashi Station rewards chat?
Well, you know why they're doing that, right?
Amazing people still do it.
Those freaking why are they doing that?
Well, because a lot of people the chat is going into their spam box, and you can't get it out unless you.
What's a spam box on Facebook? I don't get that.
There's a different set of messages that if you're not like friends with somebody, it ends up showing up in there, and it's hard to find those sometimes, and it just keeps coming up as a notification, but that's it. So Tashi Station allowed people now to give a thumbs up so they could answer it and get it into their.
But what they should have done is a thumbs up to the comment, not a separate thumbs up everywhere else.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
right.
Chris, you just solved. You have no idea what you just did for me. So I was like making deals. I was interacting with people, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, these are like legitimate people that are, good reputation in the community, falling off the face of the earth. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yep.
But I wasn't friends with them, and I couldn't see their messages in my. So I got to go dig. Is it easy to find? I got to go digging for these messages.
Jason, it was probably just you.
Yeah, they just didn't want to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
No. I'm serious because one of the guys even like PM'd me and like the not PM'd me but like replied to a comment, and I told him I was like I have no idea where your messages went.
Is that why you didn't answer me for so long when we were talking about things?
It could have been no. I told you why I didn't answer you.
Yeah.
Jason, you don't have to lie to make friends. You know that, right?
We are your friends.
No, trust me. I don't need these guys as friends, but I definitely want to buy their shit.
We're your friends. We're your friends, Jason.
That's right.
We don't talk about you on any other chats.
Yeah. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
The only reason you know we are your friends is because we do talk about you behind your back. And it's
hey, you wouldn't be friends if you didn't get if someone didn't talk shit about you, right?
So which one goes in which? Are they specific keys for
you still haven't learned, Chris, huh? Where it goes, what hole
Chris,
goes
it's
in?
the small one in the small one's closer to the figure.
Okay. Is there a direction that it's supposed to go?
Out away from him.
Looks like a smaller hole.
Yeah, you would think
one smaller hole bigger than the other one.
You would think that.
How many does it take to learn that?
Yeah, make sure you put it in the right hole.
Nah, I'll put whatever hole I want.
Damn.
All right. So is there angle? They're angled.
It angles to your right.
Yeah.
Okay. Away from you.
Away from the figure.
Oh, push that in. If it doesn't fit, force it.
Damn. Some good lesson you got to teach your kids, I guess.
Well, there's a fig. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Now I'm getting too crass. Never mind.
He's about to cross the line in a.
Yeah, I was. And I slammed on the brakes.
I'm looking for these mystery messages now.
Is anybody have these going extra hard? Like they're really
struggling
to get those suckers in there.
Yep. But you got it in, and that's what's important. Arameister saying, what's everyone's opinion on the Hot Toys Mando? And yeah, I love it.
It's
It
freaking
really is very, very nice. The materials they use for all the clothing and stuff are really, really nice. The only thing I don't like is the footsteps on the base. I don't like when they put footsteps on the base.
neither do I. I hate that.
I always feel like I need to put the feet in there when they do that, and it's annoying to me. So
They angle out that far, huh?
yeah.
Wow, Chris,
And
you
that
were
helmet,
right. I
helmet.
have about 10 people to respond to. So if you go to under the profile and message request, there's both a spam folder and a you may know folder, and a lot of the messages that I was missing are in there.
Listen, the rest of us already know this, Jason. So.
Yeah,
I didn't.
it's not that big of a.
I'm not. I don't do
I'm
the whole
just screwing
social
with
media
you.
thing.
I'm screwing with you.
No, seriously, I was starting to wonder about that.
It
'Cause
is.
I was
true.
like, hey, I'm losing out on some good deals here. What's going on?
And you can't see those very well unless you answer.
Yeah, they're like hidden. Yeah, so it's confirmed. Tom says right here, just 10 rank cores left.
As of right now, even.
Well, no, just I don't no update, but that was before we started. Yeah, and of course, there's always going to be that one extra person. Like, do you ship to the UK? he must want to pull his hair out with that, huh?
Yeah, he's so what he can only do what he's allowed to do. So can't blame the guy.
No, not at all. Just, I mean, you can only answer the same question so many times. So, Chris, Brian Hall has the pose where he's shooting and grabbing the rifle. It looks pretty badass.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is it Brian?
I like that a lot.
Brian
yeah,
Hall?
I like that a lot.
On
He
Sith
nailed it.
Scale?
He is on. I'm just seeing it on Sith podcast. That's what it's coming up under. But
Okay.
I'm sure it's in some of the other groups.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Steve, any word on the rifle the Mandalorian rifle? Have you heard anything lately about that?
I was just
No,
thinking
I
about
haven't.
that actually.
I haven't. I find a lot of these people that say, "Oh, we're still in pre-production," yada yada yada.
Never happens.
Yeah, as soon as he said, "Yeah, we're in pre-production," I'm like, okay, so it's going to be a long time, if at all.
Yeah. Question is if it actually gets made. Hey, Chris, what do you think about the helmet, dude? This one, the Stormtrooper helmet.
It's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that was the one thing when it first was advertised.
Yeah.
I saw the blood and it looked really bright. This is not bright blood. This is
it's really
old
cool.
blood. Yeah.
I like it.
It is very, very. It definitely makes the piece look a lot better. Well, I mean, it looks great to begin with, but
yeah, it's cool. I like it. I think they did a great job with this thing, man.
now this detonator, does that go on his belt? The red one?
I
I don't want to take it out because I'm going to end up losing it. Does the fob go on his belt?
Yeah, so there's one detonator missing on the thing that can go on his belt.
Is there a space for the fob?
No, I think that's supposed to go in his hand, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, can you put it on his belt if you're not putting it in his hand?
You guys are going for the biker scouts, right? The Mando biker scouts.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how those bikes are going to stand.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I am or not.
They're going to be way better than the sideshow one for sure.
I've been having a hard time trying to sell the Hot Toys. I really, really enjoy them. I really do. I like them a lot. But I put my snowtroopers out there, and this guy was really serious about buying them. But man, like, I don't know if he was intentionally trying to lowball. But he was giving me offers of like $580 for the 2-pack. I'm like, a single one is selling for that much. I'm not trying to get rich off these things, but five, with shipping, that's close to what they were retail for the double pack.
Yeah.
So I mean, did you just say no? I mean, it's not like it's that hard, right?
No, well, I upped it a little bit, and I said, look, I'm not trying to, sell these at like eBay prices, but I can't let it go for what $20 over retail when one figure is selling for $450 to $500. And yeah, he didn't want to go beyond 6, so I just dropped it. I just told him it wasn't a good fit.
Yeah.
They're just too nice of a figure. I just rather keep.
No, I hear you. Just drop the piece.
So, are any of you getting the Darth Maul or the Coruscant Trooper?
Hold on a second.
Probably.
Hold on a second, please.
Probably.
Are you really?
I don't actually. You know what? I don't think I'll get Darth Maul. Will probably end up getting. I think I'll probably get some of the troopers. I don't know. It depends on what is coming out, what I have going on at the time. To be honest, I like all the Clone Wars stuff. I think they're really really nice.
I think
And
with the release of that red that red Coruscant Trooper, that means they're going deep.
Well, dude, listen. This line. That line looks like it's going to be like Rogue One style. Like,
oh, it's gonna pass that, dude.
Really nice. They're going to take their time on these things. They're going to look really good. It's going to be a great line. So
that Coruscant Trooper is deep. You know, it's. I don't know. I'm hoping to see a Jesse tomorrow. To be honest with you, that's what I want.
do you think we'll get another Star Wars release that quick?
I don't know. They're doing the sideshow thing tomorrow, so it's probably going to be.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have probably at least 1 or 2 Hot Toys announced, and maybe a statue.
I hope so.
Ahsoka. No.
Don't get me too excited. I hope so. I think we might see another Mythos statue. Possibly.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it's gonna be a quarter. They just 4 of them now? They've had 4 of them out now, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be on the Mythos. I think it's gonna be a quarter scale.
The question is, what are they? I mean, it's the last two Mythos statues have been Clone Wars era. So are they going to keep going with that? Like, are they going to make an Ahsoka? I don't see how they. I don't know. I just don't see how you don't make an Ahsoka. I don't get it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they do any premium format Star Wars stuff. But
they're going to come out. What they come out with tomorrow, that's probably it for the whole weekend. They're not going to come out with. Yeah, because last time they didn't reveal anything new days after, did they?
I don't know.
For San Diego Comic-Con? It was just everything was the first day, and that was it.
They did some new ones. They just didn't. I think Hot Toys came out with. Didn't they come out with a couple new things?
Yeah, Anakin
and Sideshow didn't.
They had Anakin and Obi-Wan, but then Hot Toys came out with the staff anyway. Anakin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them. I can see them coming out with some sort of, with something, some premium format stuff. Since they showed the Mandalorian, they're going to show the Mandalorian statue.
Mm-hmm.
There, I would love them to do some more Mandalorian stuff, but I don't know.
What time does that start?
Last time it started didn't it start at 7 Pacific time, 7 or 8 Pacific time, I think. So yeah, should be around there, I would think. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, be interesting. People in the chat, what do you guys think they're gonna show? Because it's interesting. I
forgot we were still live.
Yeah, we're hanging out. Elvis says, I think they'll stop with Airborne, Utapau Trooper, and Obi-Wan plus the battle droid.
What?
He doesn't think
they'll stop the Clone Wars?
Yeah. He doesn't think they'll go much further than that.
They'd be dumb too.
Dude, I don't see how they don't make like clones.
Yeah, they're just gonna go every clone possible.
I don't see how they don't.
Like if
Well,
it
I
was
think it's going to be like the new Iron Man. I think they're just going to go all in.
I agree.
if it was just the 501st that came out and the deluxe one, and what was the other clone they came out with? They came out with 2 clones before this one.
Cody and Rex.
Cody Rex, the 501st. But because they came out with that Coruscant Trooper, that's when I think that's made me think they're going to keep going.
Yeah, why would they stop?
Yeah, there's
no
point.
reason to stop. Right?
Nope.
As long as they're making good sales on these. And I don't think that they would have listed the Coruscant card if they weren't making sales of all these other guys.
If anything, that was the one that
they could have easily stopped because it wouldn't make a lot, right?
Yeah. The thing that sucks though is that box is just a sleeve that goes over the
yeah, but
Cophagus.
Right. I mean,
You
it
can't
would have
really
been
have
it would have been
plastic
cool if they had like put like a fake head inside.
Yeah.
It was a little misleading. I thought it was going to be like something more significant.
Well, you could take if you had the deluxe Maul, you could take his second head and put it in there.
Yeah, I suppose you just have to build some sort of mount or something.
Yeah, just put some tissue paper down or something so it stays propped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool looking. I can't wait to pose this sucker.
He looks great.
I don't know what
he looks great.
Dude, but he's gonna look good next to that helmet.
Mm-hmm. That helmet is exactly like this one.
Yeah.
Even like the weathering and stuff.
Even the shitty fingerprints that
there's probably a fingerprint in there too.
Texans put on the helmet.
Are you guys glad you didn't get the EFX? You guys happy that you got the Innovos?
No,
I like the Innovos. I like the Innovos. I don't like the look of the EFX. Doesn't. I don't know. It just looks weird to me for some reason.
Ears are too rounded. They're not as detailed. The middle, the mohawk is like, I don't know.
Like stunted.
It looks too thin. It looks too thin. The EFX Mando helmet. It looks a little too thin for me for some reason. But I don't know. Maybe in person it would look good.
Saw a picture of it the other day. It had a really. Isn't that the one that had all the problems with the too much weathering?
I don't know.
The one I saw had a lot of weathering, like a lot of like off the mohawk. The weathering was about an inch wide.
Oh, like blown out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, hey Matt, there's a link saying there's a hole in the cape where you can push the loop through so you can hold the Mando's pulse rifle. Oh, okay. Is that what's going on?
I heard Chris tell you that.
Yeah, well, I know there's a loop, but there's also in the back. Did you see it in the back, Chris? Do you see?
Yeah, it has that slot where you can put the rifle through.
Yeah,
and it sticks out up here.
Yeah, and it's the opposite.
Through to here.
It's opposite. Yeah, I have it the opposite. I think where it needs to be over top of the cape, up top here, and underneath below is what it needs to be. I think. Like I have it the opposite. Good shout. I'll change that. I was wondering what that was back there. I didn't know what that was.
Oh, there's a loop there. Okay, on the belt.
Yeah. So it goes on top on the cape up top, and then it goes through the hole through the loop, and then underneath the cape.
Yep.
Hey, Matt, do you mind zooming in either on your screen or Chris's screen real quick, just so I can take a better peek?
Here, 1 second.
You thinking about getting this, Jason?
Oh no, I've been waiting for mine. I already have it on order.
You're gonna get this and the statue, huh?
Well, I wasn't expecting the statue.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. I can't wait for that.
So this is the opposite, right? This is supposed to be on top here.
Yeah.
It goes through the hole, and then there's like this loop thing here, this little loop thing that it goes through and goes to the bottom. So I got to fix that. But it's cool, man. The helmet looks really nice.
He looks fantastic.
He looks really good. Looks really
good. Right there, he doesn't like on the screen. He doesn't look all that. The cloth doesn't look textured, but in person, it's like it's textured. It looks pretty solid. Yeah, it's really good.
And the cape is really nice too. It's a really nice.
Yeah,
cape.
like the material. It's
Really,
like
really nice.
it's like suede almost, thin
Yeah.
suede.
Yeah.
Did a damn good freaking job on this sucker.
Yeah,
Nice holes. Nice holes at the bottom.
Yeah,
This
and
is
the
what
fraying.
you guys, that custom you guys got. The statue doesn't have the best cape, huh?
No,
Yeah,
but I
they're-
did that to it. I frayed it and put holes in it.
Okay.
Still, I think you need to get a third-party cape. I hope you still
Yeah, it
do.
definitely needs a custom for the custom for sure.
I think this is. I don't know if they've done cloth capes before with their statues, but yeah, they need to step up their game there. That's like the one area that I would say needs to be
Steve,
better.
did you notice one of the earlier proto pics had a sculpted cape and it looked phenomenal. It looked fantastic.
Oh, did it? Hmm.
Yeah, it did. It was only in 1 or 2 shots, and I thought they were going to go with it, but yeah, probably for the potential of breaking
yeah.
or.
I like it either way.
So this is how
I
Link
just
has
wish
it
it was a
set
little
up.
better.
This is how Link did his, I think, where it's actually
See,
the whole thing's out.
This makes more sense because, dude, if you have your rifle going through your cape,
Oh, I know
Yeah.
it'd be hard to get the damn thing out quick.
And then the
Yeah.
strap comes over top and pegs into his bandolier.
hey guys, did your figure come with directions?
Yeah, I just didn't.
I don't
look
think
it up.
I've ever once looked at those.
Just
directions.
curious because your answer might be in there.
Pretty damn freaking cool. We haven't done a Hot Toys unboxing in how long?
I know. For the Rogue One 6 group, Hot Toys and Bottom.
Matt used to do them all the time.
Let's do what?
Hot Toys unboxing.
Yeah, I used to do them in Facebook though.
Yeah.
I did them all. I did most of them in Facebook. Yeah. I think one person that's been consistent is Steve, which is he's never done them.
I've done
Basically.
2 now. I've done 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
You
did
did
this-
unboxing?
Tonight, one of them.
I did this one tonight, and there
It's
was
like a-
one. There was one I did impromptu also on this show, maybe, and which might have been the last one we did.
Yeah. This is like
It was
a gang
Gantz.
unboxing.
Yeah.
Commander Gantz.
Yeah, we got there. Perfect. Wow, he's got better memory than me.
I
We
really
got
don't.
hey, listen, we got to do more gang unboxings because it's a good time.
Is
I don't
is
like
that
how
like a
that
dance move? The
fits.
Gangnam boxing?
No, it's much worse. It's much worse than
We
that.
do
It sounds bad.
we do a Gangnam style.
Oh, I really don't like how that goes over there like that.
Much worse than that.
Doesn't fit right.
I'm actually trying to see if they have any ETA on mine.
See.
Because I always do it where I do the deposit, and then when it's ready to charge,
Yeah, that
I
looks
go from there.
That looks good. I like that.
I think it should be angled more though, but I plan on putting it in his hand.
That's killer.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
You gonna put it next to the helmet, Chris?
No, I don't mix things like that. I keep all my Hot Toys together and all my helmets together, and no, I can't wait to put it with IG-11, to be honest with you.
So you're a collectible segregationist.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Year and end. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
even gonna deny it.
Okay. All right. That's politically.
When I saw them in New York Comic Con, it was him and IG-11, and they just look so great together. Like I gotta display them together.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
you still-
IG.
You still have a whole shelf of Marvel stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
You have
do.
a whole bunch of that stuff too.
I'm getting 2 Marvel pieces probably next week.
Oh, that's cool. That's something you won't see unboxed on this channel. What do you get?
Nope.
Spider-Man 2099 and Red Spider.
Oh, okay.
Red
You
Iron
should-
Spider.
Actually, you should open that on a group therapy in the background,
Just for
and
Steve.
we'll just let you. Yeah, we'll just let you open.
Just
it
for
while
Steve.
We're talking
Yeah.
about Marvel shit.
I can do that.
Well, me and Chris are talking today about getting Steve a Funko Pop. Q90.
Oh,
Dude,
I
that
bought a Funko Pop,
Q90 is
too.
fantastic.
I bought a Funko Pop too. Yeah, I gotta go get him. Hold on, I gotta go get him.
No,
So
no,
Steve,
no, no.
Steve, if we send you one, would
Pick
you
them
display
off.
it?
I gotta get him.
He's not allowed.
I'm gonna get him.
Steve, you wouldn't display it if we sent you one?
What's that?
I said,
Okay,
if
well.
you were gifted a Funko Pop from the group, you wouldn't display it.
Boy, that would have to be a very deliberate effort on my part.
Yeah, it was the what's his name? The Q90, the Mando Beetle droid there. He looks fantastic.
Mando Beetle droid.
He's in the Mandalorian when they go into the prison break. He's the one flying the Razor Crest.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Me and Chris talked
there's a
about it
pop. All right,
today,
I'll have to get rid of him.
and he's like, "Oh, I grabbed the Funko Pop of that." I said, "We gotta see the Funko Pop, see if it displays it."
Don't be a snob.
You're looking really fuzzy there. I think you're breaking up. I don't know.
Don't be a snob.
I don't know if you'll be able to.
This here
Yes.
is the only Funko Pop that I own. Come on.
He looks good. He looks
Like,
good.
it just makes it look good because his eyes are so bulbous. Like, I'll never buy another Funko Pop again. But this, I love this design of him. It's just so cool.
Chris, how was that vintage figure design, huh? Was that awesome?
That was cool. Yeah. Was it vintage that you sent
Yeah,
me?
he did a vintage style. Yeah, 5 POA.
Oh, I thought it was a 6 scale figure.
No, so he does the master 12 inches, and then when he, I don't know, however he shrinks it down or whatever, but when he produces them, he does like an addition of 100 to 3.75 inch 5 POA.
Now, is this character a Death Star droid?
I don't know.
Is he an RA7? Is he a Death Star droid?
He looks phenomenal.
Like the Death Star droid has more of a duck bill.
He's got snow. Yeah.
Yeah. This
And
doesn't have it.
the big brain.
This doesn't have a duck bill.
So Brian Hall posted a photo of his Mando pose.
Yeah.
Steve, you on the same live stream?
It's a really good one. Well, it was 1 minute ago.
Oh, I thought that was the one. I'm sorry. I thought it was literally the one we were just talking about. That's why.
Maybe reposted. I don't know. It was like the post is 1 minute old.
So he's like holding a gun and pulling the other one?
It's resting more than pulling.
Well, yeah, but he's got like both of them kind of almost in action. It looks great if that's the one.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the other one.
I see it. Okay.
I think
cool.
it's really good. Yeah. But the Baby Yoda looks like crap.
That's really out of place. That's like a quarter machine Baby Yoda.
Oh, that didn't come with the thing?
No.
No.
I'm
That's
sorry,
the one I
Brian.
got.
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm like, is that the sideshow Baby Yoda? Does it look right?
I have to find that.
Sorry, Brian. Now I understand. It's not meant to be a hot toy. Because I'm like, that's not hot toy quality.
Yeah, like everybody seems to have gotten their Mando today. Every single person. There's like
I'm
100
always the
posts.
last sideshow.
Man, I seriously gotta get this room in order. It's driving me nuts.
I get stuff in the bedroom. I get stuff in the kitchen. I get stuff in the living room.
I got stuff everywhere down here because I'm selling stuff. So I got boxes of things that reminds me, I gotta pack his shit up tonight. There's a whole bunch of pictures. I'm trying to find the one. Doug's is good. Dougie Hall's is good. Brian Hall. I'm sorry. I know a guy named Dougie Hall. So
Dougie Fresh around.
it looks like Venom Pool and Stan Lee are coming out very soon. You getting that, Steve?
Stan Lee, you said?
Venom Pool.
Skip the CZ3 bus and get the Venom Pool.
I don't know if you guys are getting tired of me sending you pictures of these people selling certain things. I get such a kick out of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it makes me laugh hysterically.
Did you guys see what I said? And I retracted because I know that would, we'd end up with our foot in our mouths, but that would be like a top 5 weekly. What would be the prices of the most? It brings you back to when the Shock T. Remember the Shock T you found on eBay, Steve?
Yeah,
I still can't get over how bad that was.
That's
So it just made me think, like,
no kidding. That was a legit 12-inch figure from Hasbro.
yeah.
Yeah,
That-
back in 2000.
I can't believe how bad it was. Though. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so bad.
Steve, I sent a picture that Dan Lee's post.
Okay.
Pose.
I can't show anything on the screen right now
I can
because
get it. I can get it.
You can get
because
a map.
I like that.
everything that has
Calm
text on StreamYard and my entire Chrome browser is I can't see any text at all. My Chrome has gone haywire.
Is it because you're using a iOS 9 on a?
I have to say, ever since Steve, remember when I was having trouble with my internet and you busted on me? Ever since then, you've had trouble with your laptops and internet since then. Ever since.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Nope, no, I have no clue. No idea.
Matt said it the best. Like, this is America. If you don't have good internet, what the fuck are you doing here?
True, man. It's not a third world country. Come on now.
Call it Walmart internet.
Running water and
is.
internet.
A Walmart connection. Let's see.
I like Dan Lee's.
Yeah, I'm sharing this right now. Here's Dan Lee's. Very cool. I like that. I like that.
Got like a
Look at
good
that.
lean.
Who's go there? Yeah, who goes there? Pose. I like that.
That's pretty much like, I remember there's a scene in the show where he's exactly like that. Like he's like kind of leaning and shooting and pulling his rifle out at the same time. I may have to steal your pose there, Dan.
Yeah, it's nice. I think Link sent me another pose. Let me see here.
Hey, did anybody see that picture that Sideshow posted today of the Geralt in the bathtub?
No.
I saw it, yeah.
Oh my god, that thing is just.
Are we talking about like an art print?
You know Witcher, right? You know
Yeah.
the Witcher. Yeah. It's like a $70 figure, and it's basically Geralt laying in a bathtub with his arms and legs hanging out of the thing.
Yeah.
Who makes it? Sideshow?
Oh no, I don't know. Maybe it was. Was it Gentle Giant? Maybe I don't know. It was just utter crap. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if you can find it because that's funny.
Oh, it was bad.
Let me unshare this one and stop. Oh, let me see.
It was so bad it would count towards what Jason was just saying about.
Okay, he does know his trigger finger. I'm gonna steal Dan's pose.
Here's another link. Link sent this over as well, which is cool.
There
I mean,
it is.
you can do some cool other stuff
All
with
right,
it.
I'm gonna send you this link, Matt.
Okay.
Matt, does that that thermal detonator like magnetic go on his belt?
I don't know. Oh, the thermal detonator, it does. Yeah, you can slot it in there, kind of.
Okay.
Busy night here. Busy night.
I don't know about the whole thing he's holding. I don't know what that.
I've got an entry for you, Jason. Matt's going to pull it up here in a second for crappy figures, and this is brand new. This isn't something from 10 years ago. This is released today.
This is actually a 1-to-1 prop that he thought you'd like.
And me? All right. Now I can't take you guys serious, but hit me.
It's a maquette. It's a maquette from the show.
Yeah, but it's like it's got lineage though. So
all right.
You'll like it. It's got some hard lineage.
We're doing this live too, right?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
This thing should be.
Is that a Mickey Mouse on his lap? Or a sea lion or something?
This
What
thing
is that?
should be shot. This thing should be shot several times and burned with fire.
Wait,
melted.
That's for sale on Sideshow?
It just came out today, man.
What?
This thing should be
That's a
melted
rubber
down
ducky?
to make other things.
Who made that? One of their interns?
Dark Horse Comics.
That is atrocious. All right, see, this I don't mind shitting on because we're not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, this is
Well, maybe
horrible.
the sculptor, but
This is horrible.
that's like, you know, when you go like to the dollar store and they got like those bootleg like GI Joes and like Starmen instead of like Star Wars. It reminds me like one of those guys. Oh, like, look at the rubber ducky peeking out of his pocket.
That's the water. He's laying in water.
This is from the show. This is from the show The Mitcher, and his name is Mitch.
Hey, Mitch, how you doing?
Mitch is taking a bath.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, he doesn't even fit in that thing. Look at that. But you know what?
Holy
It's got
shit, this
lineage.
is-
I'm all over it.
is
Lineage
bad,
and
man.
signature edition and lineage. I'm all for it.
Yeah, that was used. That was a screen used.
Yep.
Screen used. Was the
Screen
rubber
used.
ducky screen used?
Mitch is gonna sign it. I think the back at the bottom of it.
Oh man,
Chris is awfully
Terrible.
quiet.
Chris is ordering it right now.
That's because I have it on order.
Chris is like, how many reward points do I have?
Seriously.
What's it? I want to see what's in the comments. What's that GIF? What's it saying? What's the guy doing? With the blonde hair?
Oh, this one. He's saying what the
Yeah.
freaking hilarious, man.
That is atrocious. That looks like it came out in 1980, huh? For today's standards.
And it's if you go to Sideshow's site, it's $70. It's like
It's a good day.
It's
Yeah, but
unbelievable.
the shipping's probably $30.
Are those supposed to be flames?
Staying castles, candles, or something.
Dude, I had to translate this, but it says this guy tagged this guy, and it was some other language. I translated. It says, "I only buy if they make the water transparent."
so. Go ahead if you read what they wrote about it at Sideshow's website. Originally, an in-game scene turned internet meme. Turned CD Projekt Red April Fool's joke. The demand that this brought to life
so
from
they're
Witcher
shitting on
fans
it.
became too great to bear. So this was a video game joke, I guess.
I mean,
Okay,
it was in
so
the
they're
show.
ragging
It was in the show, right? It wasn't he? He was doing this shit in the show, right? He was taking.
I remember
baths.
him taking a bath in the
Yeah.
movie in the TV or whatever the.
I don't think there was a rubber ducky though.
It's atrocious. Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
This right here looks like he just jizzed on the side of his freaking thing a bunch
Okay,
of times.
do you guys
Over
now
his shoulder.
Look at that.
how funny it would be to do like a weekly top 5 worth of? Come on. But we'd have to hurt some feelings. That's the only problem, and I don't think I
I
can
know
do it.
that's the only
Do
problem.
they really think somebody's gonna buy this thing?
I bet you people do.
Maybe if
man.
it's a
That'll be
joke, maybe it's a
waitlist
joke. Someone will
tomorrow.
do it.
Look, if
Yeah.
people buy those dolls that Jason likes with the weird ears,
Cause, you mean? The $20,000 cause? Yeah.
I'm just kidding with you, Jason.
No, I know. A lot of people, I either get one or two. People are like, oh my God, that's my grill. Or people are like, what the hell is that?
I was fully expecting you to talk about the zombie cosplays on from Hot Toys. That's what when he said it about his stuff, it floored me.
Zombie cause.
This is definitely some cause shit though. Like this is something someone will show someday and be like, "Hey, I bought this thing. It's really expensive now," and it's like, you know, and no one will understand it. Just like the cause.
Yeah. It's like the Banksy's on my wall. People are like, oh, what are those things? And I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, people
Man, look at that.
don't remember that you were able to buy those things for $75 a piece. You know, they weren't what
Yeah.
they were today.
That's some realistic scarring, guys. I mean, this thing is
That detail, that's Regal Robot
that's
quality
super,
right there.
super detail. I mean, they even his bottoms of his feet have been done right.
That
I
rubber
mean,
that rubber ducky kills me. Oh my God, that kills me.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, if this is just a funny thing, then yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but
I
it
know, but
should be.
what a waste of time and
It
resources.
should be like $15, and you get it at one of those stores in the mall or something.
Yeah,
right?
$88 is pretty bad.
Right? $80? Come on, guys.
Hey, it's somebody's time and resources. You know.
Somebody took the time to sculpt that piece of shit.
Yeah, you don't get any switch outs. You should get a switch out for the rubber ducky.
One of those rubber duckies with a mohawk.
Exactly.
Something's tipping over the rubber ducky.
Little surprise coming up from the bottom.
See, when shit gets real, this is when like behind the scenes, like 2 or 3 of us get together, buy it, and like ship it to Steve without him knowing, or vice versa. That's how you really, fuck with somebody.
I tell you what, though, Chris said he was going to buy me that Queen Studios Harley Quinn bust. I'll take it. Send it my way.
That thing looks nuts. All jokes aside, for Art the Fleck, that Joker base, wow.
That Joker piece is
It's incredible.
It is absolutely
It's the best looking ordinary dude I've ever seen.
Oh, it's
the base, the idea for that base where he's doing his makeup. Oh my god!
Yeah, that Harley is. Oh god, I would buy that if it didn't stand out so much in my collection. I would buy that.
Queen Studios. Oh, I don't know if I'm part of Queen Studios.
Go on Primo Collectibles. They have a lot more pictures of it because they were at some show
Look at
out
that.
there.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine the damage to the wallet if we were into this stuff too? Forget it.
Yeah, this is Alita's eye. One of her eyes, I think.
Wow,
That's crazy, man.
that Alita is pretty great too. Now, is that a second one, or is there 2 different versions? The one where she has like one arm up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a different version.
So this is a different version.
That base is cool too.
I think this might be a half scale.
It looks, no,
It looks
1
smaller.
to 1 here.
Oh, really?
It says 1.1,
Oh,
which in translation
the
means
same
1 to 1.
The same company makes 2 versions. I know there's another one. There's like Infinity Studio and a Queen Studio.
Besides that, Thanos. What?
That's some dress, huh?
The clothing choices.
Interesting choice of clothing.
That's some dress.
Dude, look how big that Thanos is.
That's ridiculous.
That is unbelievable.
That looks like it would be 4 boxes.
Seriously.
It has to be. The
Like a
head,
box for the arm,
the
and
arm,
then
the chest.
it's a
and the
life-size
base.
gauntlet you're getting too. It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Insane.
That's
They start
insane.
doing this where they're
That's
actually
insane.
going to start making this base is crazy. When if they're going to start actually making like arms and shit coming off these things now, that's just that's unbelievable.
How much do you think that cost?
4 or 5 grand.
I would think so, man. I would think so.
The girl would have to come with it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think your wife would be like, "What the hell did you buy?"
That thing is.
She doesn't speak
phenomenal.
English?
I don't know.
She doesn't even speak English. What the
Even
hell?
better.
Guys,
Even better.
please tread carefully.
Look,
Look at the creases in
look
his
at
eyes.
this dude.
The skin.
Guys, this thing had me thinking for a second. It really did. I almost went over to.
My son was begging me to buy this thing.
This is crazy.
Look at that right there. That right there is
It's
phenomenal.
another statue inside of the base, dude. That's crazy.
It's a statue within a statue within a statue. Because
Yeah, it's like a nest. It's like a Russian
he's
nesting
dancing on the
doll.
stairs. Yeah,
It's like a Russian nesting doll.
the statue that keeps on giving.
It's unbelievable.
It lights up.
Look at him dancing.
So sick, dude.
And look in the front there, right there. There's a lamppost on,
Yeah.
on the
Street
right-hand
lamp, dirty old Brooklyn staircase.
side. Insane.
It's
And look at
amazing.
right above it. There's some graffiti on the bottom. DOR. I can't tell what the rest of it says.
This says happy face right here. That says don't, I think.
Don't. Yeah.
Um,
Wow, that's a.
I'm not a
freaking
big fan of this right here. The way that
What?
I feel like there should be something coming up that covers this kind of like wrinkled mess down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, like right at the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
the
looks like they
folds.
like folded it over and set it down on top of it. So I
It's
don't
like
know.
a bad tuck. Yeah,
It looks like it plugs in too. Look at there's a cord. There's no batteries in
Yeah,
it.
light
Oh,
it
here.
up.
Yeah,
Light it up, yeah.
for sure.
Man.
Yeah, that thing's unbelievable.
You know, people are going to be going bananas for that.
Absolutely.
That's
So-
DC fans. That's their Chewy.
Guess how much that costs, that Joker?
How much?
6
6 what?
6
No, 35. I'd say 3,500.
It's $35.40. 34.40 if you pay all at once.
That's
Wow.
crazy,
All right,
dude.
so it's close. 3,500. That's about right.
The Thanos has got to be 6 or more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Whoa.
I don't
Holy
like that
cow.
one as much as the other one.
This is crazy, dude.
The hair looks bad.
Well, they got to adjust the hair a little bit, but
My God.
Wow.
They give her freckles.
Steve says, "My God."
The first picture was I was trying to figure out was that her or not. Like that one.
It's crazy. Is the hairline too high? I don't know. I don't.
It looks a little receding.
Well, maybe it is now. Steve, maybe it is now. That's too bad. It's too bad for you. It's too bad for you because I know Margot doesn't have no receding
Oh
hairline.
no.
Oh, is this?
She does down, a little further down south, but she ain't got no receding hairline up top. I'll tell you that much. Damn, look at this. Is this the second one they did? Is this a new one?
Yeah.
This is the Batfleck, right? Didn't Mr. X just do a review of this?
I tell you what, this is how to not take a picture of a bust.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's pulling from behind.
It's freaking horrible. That's
It
not
is.
how to take a picture of a bust.
He looks like a dachshund there.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Seriously.
He does a little bit. Dude, how funny is that? And I'm sure it looks fantastic.
Kind of
in real
expecting
life.
like a little wiener dog body behind him.
Oh, it's so
Matt,
good.
go on
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Primo.
Someone's doing her hair.
Primo Collectibles has the Harley,
That's crazy.
and they have the mirror too.
Primo Collectibles.
Primo Collectibles
What's the mirror, Chris?
mirror from
Oh, Mare. Okay,
Mara.
I'm sorry. I did that last time. Yeah, Mare. I'm not up on my DC lore.
This is crazy, dude.
That's bananas. Bruce Lee. Look at that.
That's unbelievable.
That is,
And he's got
freaking-
sweat on him and all kinds of shit. Dude, that's unbelievable.
That's getting to a point where like that shit's just too real.
Yeah,
Look at how
that's
the
him.
hair is. It's just,
It's him.
it's him.
It's
the
like
shirt is
it's,
cl-
at
the
some
shirt-
point. At some point, you're like, how is this person alive with half their body on a pedestal? Like
The
it's
So
shirt,
crazy.
the shirt
think
is like
about this, guys.
wrinkled. The shirt wrinkles and the dragging down on below. Like, go through those pictures, Matt.
All right, but
Go-
think about this. So now, while you're scrolling through, right? Now, some of these people passed. These look so real. Imagine being one of their loved ones and seeing that. Think about that. That would hit you in some way.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Well, that's a second one.
Yeah,
He's
that's
getting
another
he's
one.
getting a lot.
This
He's getting
is-
a lot of limelight.
This though, I'll have to say, there's another studio. There's Infinity Studio.
Yeah.
I think that's what this is. I think Infinity Studio is doing the Bruce Lee, I believe.
Okay.
So they're the ones doing the Mira.
That's crazy.
So wait, what's
Look
the
at that.
controversy with her? I don't know what the controversy is with her. Do you know?
Apparently, she abused Johnny Depp, like mentally, emotionally, physically.
What?
Abused him? That's
Oh yeah, I read all about that. Because they were trying to say it was him at first.
yeah. They all thought it was him, but it turns out it was her.
The recordings came up. She was a nutbag.
Yes.
Yeah, she's off the charts, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that why he did all those Pirates of the Caribbeans? Because he was abused? He just wasn't making good decisions?
well, they were good movies.
Yeah, they were good movies, but that was pretty deep. He went pretty deep on those, man.
I don't know, but
Well, he was also he had some bills to pay, so
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't know. She
Dude,
did
that's
mention-
great. I didn't know what was going on there. So
Yeah, it's no joke, but that is beautiful. Like, I've seen close-ups of the cheek.
yeah.
And there's droplets of water on the
Well,
cheek.
And the lighting's not great. You
No,
can tell the
lighting's
lighting in this area
terrible
is
on
not that
this.
great.
Does she
So
look pale to you guys? Like overly
that-
pale?
that's what I'm saying. I think the
Yeah.
lighting's not great. So
The lighting, plus she was pale in the movie too.
I think
Yeah,
she
but
gets seasick.
more overly pale.
I like the water effects on the bottom and around her wrist.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Dude, now it's not even gonna be busts anymore. We're gonna be like, at some point, we're gonna be like, hey, Tom, we don't want to bust. You got to add arms to this thing because everything's got arms now. Like
Mhm.
you got to add arms for the same price as it would be as it would be a normal bust.
Well, that's how Gentle Giants started out. They started with
Crazy,
just busts with no arms.
Yeah.
And then they
And
went
then
to
the arms came.
Yeah.
Yep. Then from the décolleté came the stomach. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I love those water
I don't
effects
know
on
what to
her.
say. The other one looks much better than this to me.
It does, yeah.
Can you imagine having a sad man as a clown, as dressed as a clown on your shelf?
What a
How
like a
depressed,
Camel cigarette in his hand.
how depressed your life would be. Like you'd come into your room and be like, I feel like he looks right now, like all the time. It's crazy, man.
I mean, you can hang out with these busts if you ever get lonely. They're so real.
It's crazy, dude.
This I could get. This one.
This one's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
I would be open.
I would rather have a maniacal clown than a sad
Yeah,
clown.
no, I hear you. My wife doesn't want me going anywhere near like the life, like actual life-like people. She thinks it's creepy. Like, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy.
That's perfect.
It's amazing, it's beautiful, and it's creepy all at the same time.
I mean, I know his hand is close to the camera. It looks like it's like 3 feet tall. His hand does, but
But the way his shirt is laying it and bunched up, it looks
Yeah.
absolutely
natural.
perfect.
It's natural, yeah.
it's a actual
Organic
shirt,
look.
yeah. The bass is really cool too. I like the bass. It's so sick. Yeah, it's we're gonna start having arms on all our bases now, guys. It's freaking or on our bus. Look at this shit. I mean, that's crazy.
That's
It is.
great. Yeah.
All right, so think about it. So look where we're at now. Just think 5 years from now, technology-wise.
Yeah. 5 years from now, we'll be buying our third Queen Studio Star Wars bust.
Can you imagine?
I don't want to see.
Can you imagine? Wow.
Oh, too much sound. Jeez, whoa.
And because they specialize in faces, they would probably stay away from. I mean, not probably, but
Right?
stay away from the troopers and
That's
actually
terrible.
do.
Find the Margot bust.
What the hell is that?
Was it Eddie Ford that posted?
Video game, I
There's a guy on eBay that
They're
does the
squishing
the
our
Michael
boobs.
Jackson, Tupac, and he's got Luke's head. And I think
It's just-
did Eddie? Did you see
It's
that
just ain't
post?
right.
Eddie
That's
had
not
the
right.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Jason. I'm hearing both you and Matt at the same time.
Yeah, my apologies. No, I'm saying there's a guy on eBay that does these realistic heads. He has like a Tupac, a Michael Jackson, and he has a Mark Hamill. And I think Eddie Ford recently posted the Mark Hamill with the X-wing helmet on. It looks crazy.
I haven't seen them. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's
helmet on?
really it's realistic, but it's only like a head.
Oh man.
You know,
Is her head small?
it does look small, man.
looks
It does.
small.
Right? Is it just the
It does look
picture
small.
or what? Because I can't.
No,
I mean,
it
that's
looks
something.
small.
That's something Queen Studios will actually change because they do change their things. They fix them. So if they think it's small, they'll fix it. But like everything else is unbelievable.
And she
her
looks too
head-
happy. She doesn't look very
Her head's a little small.
you know. Yeah.
I think her neck and head are a tiny bit small, but otherwise, I mean, is that
Might
is
be
this
the
a wooden
picture.
bat? Is this a wooden bat?
Yeah.
Like
Might just be the picture though. You don't
It's a
know.
real gun too. No, I'm kidding.
that'd be amazing.
Do we know if this is Queen Studios or Infinity?
I don't know. You're. I'm not sure. It could be Infinity. But
So
I
I
mean,
think it's
tattoo.
that's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I don't think the face looks nearly as good as the other ones.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if it's Infinity.
I
Because the
don't.
skin color doesn't look as good.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, I wouldn't kick it out of bed, but
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, look, it gives me the vibe. It gives me that shrunken head vibe a little bit. You know, like
That is that I can confirm that is Infinity Studios.
it is.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You
explains
got a
it.
little shrunken head going on there, but you know that's how Chris likes him. So whatever.
I like the tattoo on her wrist though. That looks cool.
Oh, this yeah.
Tattoos
yeah.
are crazy.
Yeah.
That is nuts, man.
I thought they couldn't tattoo silicone.
It's kind of a cool base too.
It's probably
I
just painted on.
It's probably just painted, but
Well, I mean, paint. I thought they couldn't paint silicone really well.
It's different. It's definitely a difficult process. Maybe it's like an applique of some sort.
Good lord.
look at this. It's unbelievable.
That looks like him.
It's
That's
unbelievable.
too real. That's too real.
God.
I wouldn't. I could be the big Bruce Lee fan. I wouldn't display that.
They talked
That's
about
just
they talked about this on DCX, and they're trying to get Rodney to buy this because it's like I guess Bruce Lee's his guy, and so they're trying to get him to buy it. It's pretty funny.
If you're a Bruce Lee fan, you have to buy it.
You have to.
You have to.
I mean, there's like sweat on him, and like
even his hair is like wet from the sweat, like sticking to his face.
yeah, he probably smells like BO, dude. They probably went that much step further. It's crazy. Look at this, dude. There's like sweat. Like it's unbelievable.
He's got like shadow, like
Yeah.
beard shadow where he's shaved, but you can still see the color in his. Wow.
I mean, it's probably punched, right? Like
Absolutely.
like rooted eyebrows and stuff.
That's
Like
punched. Oh, that's definitely punched.
yeah.
Especially the 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah.
How did they do that? How did
They
they
probably
do that?
punched it long and then shaved them.
Oh,
Yeah.
you think so?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, can you
Yeah.
imagine if that's your job? Holy shit.
Gosh.
You punch all that hair and then you have to shave it all off to get a 5 o'clock shadow. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
but
but
there's
I
even
mean,
like
they-
little bumps in his neck and stuff. It's crazy, man.
you look at it after you've done it, it's like that's
Oh, yeah.
freaking perfect.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Imagine if the bus got razor burn.
Yeah.
crazy,
Right?
dude.
For extra level of realism.
It's unbelievable. And I really do like the bass. The bass is sick. See, this is what I think that Joker's bust needs to have is something at the bottom that covers that.
To help cover that tuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to help cover
That
it.
tucks a little too.
I mean, shit, dude. That's unbelievable.
That's the best one.
It is. It's the best.
Easily.
It's easy, but easily the best one. Here's the mirror again. There's not as much variation in her skin tone,
No.
but I'd like to see it up close. I'm sure you would too, Chris. I'm sure you'd like to see this up real close. And then there's this guy. I mean, they're starting to put arms
That's
on it.
pretty damn
Wow,
Put arms
Jesus.
on everything, dude.
amazing.
Look at that.
That has to be huge, bro. I mean, Momoa is pretty big.
That
Look at
is
the
just-
armor on that thing, dude.
Look at his eyebrow. They got a scar in his eyebrow. Good.
I think this one's
Look at the hair.
3,500 as well, I believe.
The price is really not bad.
It isn't.
what you
It
get.
really is. It really isn't.
Wow.
What you're
Not
getting.
considering what we, for
Yeah.
Chewie.
I know. And all the detail that goes into these. I mean, it's
I mean, the Rancor can fit in his hand.
So are these coming from Hong Kong or Japan?
I don't know where Queen Studios is. I don't know where Infinity is either. I'm sure it's
Because it's going to be a lot for shipping.
Alita's pretty amazing too. I mean, she got a full sword.
Only one arm.
Yeah, that's
Look
cool
at her
though.
hair.
So
Look
cool.
at the sheen to her hair. Like it looks like net. Wow.
That's so cool. I love that.
Nothing about that looks synthetic. I wonder if he smoke. He has like a scent like a dirty ashtray.
Oh
That
yeah,
would really add a level of realism to it.
I
Huh?
would, or like the paint, the makeup, the paint, the clown makeup.
Yeah.
smell. Dude, look at this chick. She's just hanging around the Thanos bust the whole time.
Yeah.
She
Looks
can't
like
get away.
she's 14 years old. Man.
She can't get away from him. Jeez. Yeah, dude, this thing is freaking huge. So you think this thing is gonna cost 6,000? 5 to 6?
Yeah.
More,
Or shipping for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
More.
with shipping,
Easy.
I guess.
If I had to guess, if I had to put a price on it, I'd say 8.
Really?
It's more than double the size of any other statue.
I wonder if those Infinity Gems light up.
Oh, that'd be cool. Why
Well,
not?
look at the Hot Toys. The Thanos Hot Toys is almost equivalent to the quarter scale Vader in size. Not quite, but almost. So if you're looking at the busts, he's got to be 3.5 times the size of any other one of those busts.
Gosh, it's impressive. Yeah, she looks way better here, dude. Whoa.
Now imagine being the actor or the actress giving your likeness to this and seeing it in person for the first time. That's going to be a trip.
Yeah.
She looks way better here.
Still, the lighting is not great.
No, the lighting's not super great. No, you're right.
Mm-mm.
But damn, dude, that's pretty amazing.
I love the different colors and how her outfit looks. The ones are really just like eye-catching.
Gosh, it's crazy.
Oh, there's a couple different ones in here. There's a Superman.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna call it a night. Wow. It's been fun.
Has been fun, Steve. You're right.
And I will let's see, we got a show Friday night. So we'll do
Group therapy.
I thought it was Saturday morning.
no, that's gonna be group therapy on Friday and then a creator spotlight on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Oh, is Rob doing a creator spotlight? I thought he was in group therapy.
No, I'm 90% sure it's creator spotlight.
Oh, okay.
You going? Is that going to be live, Steve, or is that going to be recorded?
No, I think we'll record it and then we'll have Matt show off if he's willing to show off his editing skills.
Those editing skills, ooh, those sexy editing skills.
They're just cutting and pasting, like cutting and putting. That's
Little
okay.
sepia tone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Star wipes. I can do
Yeah,
it.
I like
I can do it all.
those.
All right,
Good
Steve.
night,
Good night, dude.
Can I see?
Yeah, man. This is crazy.
He's old man, huh?
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go.
He's almost as big as Thanos.
He's huge. He's huge.
That's just too much. That's just too much.
The way the beard is laid like one of those big bushy beards.
It's
Like,
crazy.
my buddy has a beard like that and looks exactly like that.
It's crazy, dude. Like they're
All you need is
getting
food in it.
they're getting the likeness like spot on every time now. Some of these freaking studios, man. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I wonder if they're digitally scanning the actors on some of these.
You know,
This-
somebody's got these
This doesn't look
suckers.
right.
He doesn't look. He doesn't look that good.
Yeah,
Look at his
this
face. He looks a little. But he kind of reminds me of the Harley Quinn. They just don't look right proportion wise.
Yeah.
The hair doesn't look right either.
That's crazy though.
But this one they nailed.
He's got the like high five.
Yeah. Yeah, you really could high five him every time you leave. Yeah,
I
this
don't
one,
like
this one looks like someone put like is trying to look like him on Halloween.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
you're right.
It doesn't look like him.
Costume you were saying got the Joker costume for 19.
Exactly.
It doesn't look like him.
No, it doesn't.
That's not Arthur Fleck.
What is that?
I don't know
That-
that big long
The
thing.
horse. I keep seeing that the little horse diagram.
Let's see if I can- I wish we could get closer because I know he's got sweat on him. Like really close because he's got some sweat on him. That base is sick, dude. Damn.
The base is sweet with the wood. It's classy, yeah. The whole into the dragon. I like that.
That's so cool. And then you got this crazy shit right here. I don't know what. Transformers, I can't get in. I can't do it, man. There's too much to look at.
Oh yeah, it's way too
Transformers to me
confusing.
is like it's like Lord of the Rings. I can't get into it.
Jeez.
It's
It's
too
pretty
much of a-
badass looking though.
It's too busy to
This is
look
a
at.
Think Queen Studios, I think.
They look nice though. I mean,
Yeah,
they don't look bad.
Dude, if you're
The problem with the movies is you couldn't tell what the hell was going on.
I know. If you're a Transformers collector, you're probably like creaming yourself seeing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like to be able to get a full bust of like, I mean, that's
Megatron.
pretty amazing. This isn't anywhere near 1-to-1, right?
No.
I mean, those things are giant.
Yeah.
Gosh,
It's like
that's so
third
sick.
scale of them, probably.
That's so freaking sick.
But it's like 1-to-1 human size.
Yeah. Gosh, that's cool though. All the detail they put into those. Damn. Oh, this is the new statue. This is the new Queen Studios Thanos statue. I think it's quarter scale.
Was
Look
he
at that,
sitting
dude.
on that pillar or was he on a rock?
This is the one where he's waiting. Remember, he's waiting for them at the.
I remember that, but was he sitting on a pillar like that or was he just sitting on a boulder? I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm guessing he's probably the pillow. I don't know. It's cool how he's got his helmet on top of his sword thing though. That's so sick. That looks good. Looks really good.
Again, the colors don't look right because of the lighting.
The light, yeah, the lighting.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Oh, and this is the other Joker with the mirror. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this shit.
That base is one of the best ever.
It's unbelievable. Like if they start doing this with these bases where it's like a Russian nesting doll with these base, like a statue within a statue kind of a thing. That's pretty nuts. You're getting a lot. You're getting a lot for your money.
But the problem with that one is you cannot put it up against a wall.
No, you're right. You're right. That's true. Yeah, you really can't. You have to put it out somewhere or have it on a rotating base or something. Oh, there's your rotating base right there. Oh, this is like a new Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Queen Studios. That's pretty sick, dude. Yeah, anyway.
Is that a full-size Iron Man?
Where? There?
Up higher, yeah.
I think it's a quarter.
It said on the post. I think it was 1-to-1. Yeah. X that off and cancel that out, and you'll see what it said.
1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Damn, dude. Light up. Gosh. Damn.
That looks good. I'm sick of Iron Man, but that looks good.
I know I am too, but that's you're sick of Iron Man like freaking Steve's sick of Arthur Fleck.
He really can't stand it, can he?
Cannot stand it.
I'm telling you, we should buy him a little Arthur Fleck figure and just send it to him. I don't know.
So funny.
I'm gonna buy him an Arthur Fleck.
And Arthur Fleck pop. Exactly. I was gonna say an Arthur Fleck pop, Chris. You would think it just did.
Crazy, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. All right. So look at Greg's
talk
comment.
about like a statues telling a story, right?
Yeah, that is something else right there.
I mean, seriously, like that's how he feels inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy, man. It's really, really interesting.
And then there's a small part of him that wants to dance.
Yeah.
A very small part.
A very tiny,
very small part.
Tiny part.
So you see Greg's comment? This is like the fourth time I've seen this in 2-3 days that one of these companies, Queen or Infinity, is trying to get the Star Wars license. So how true do you think that is? Knowing what we know about licensing.
I think it's very true because if Thor's saying it, he's been hearing it probably. I don't doubt it. Star Wars license, they know there's a ton of people that want this shit. Right? Star Wars is like, why you can't go wrong.
Star Wars is king when it comes to product, yeah.
You just can't go wrong with it. So like if they could think about it, if they made a freaking Mandalorian bust, look at with the quality they got going on here.
Like a Leia or Luke. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean they
Lando with the cape all smooth. What have we here?
I'm telling you, man.
Something else.
I'm telling you.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I don't think I would either. I think I shouldn't. I'll never say no because I always end up changing my mind about this stuff. But like, I think if I put a human being on my shelf, my wife's gonna flip out. Like it may be the end of my collecting. Like that's what I'm worried about.
It's weird.
It's a lot. It's a lot to do that, and it I think that it takes a lot to display like an actual half a human being.
I still can't believe I have a Chewy bust in my room. I just look at it and I'm like.
But that's to me, that's alien enough, right? That's different enough that like it's okay.
Yeah.
But and it's Chewy, like you just want to give it a hug. But like, like I could do a Greedo, I could do a 2 tubes, CZ3, I could do a Q90, right? Like
who I really love is
Forlom.
Well, Forlom, yeah, but I'm talking about what's his name? The blue Akbar in Rogue One. Admiral Radek.
Oh
yeah, sure.
Oh, that's such a cool design. It would look so amazing as a
I don't think I'd go for.
I just love the way it looks. I mean, it's so cool and different.
Yeah,
it would stand out. It's a blue.
Yeah.
Mon Calamari.
I mean, Dude, that would be amazing though. If all of a sudden Queen's, because you got to think, think about this. If Queen Studios gets the Star Wars license, let's just say it's Queen Studios, we don't know. You're talking about a company that can not only do busts, but is actually killing it doing statues now. Like their statues are actually amazing.
And really expensive.
And expensive. But think about that. Like think about getting quarter scale or some sort of scale of statue, but then also getting these busts that look like, that person's sitting on your shelf.
We can pretend we're in the High Rollers Club.
I know we're not really. That's
we're
true.
not really in the High Rollers Club.
That's true.
Yeah.
The most accurate thing you've said all day.
According to my wife, I'm not in the High Rollers Club.
She's just trying to keep you
from going to the High Rollers Club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one piece I got. She was like, "You paid what?" I'm like, "Yeah."
What was that?
I keep it honest.
God,
it was actually it was a commission piece, but
it's unbelievable.
That's crazy. Even though where some of the makeup is missing.
I know.
Yeah, it's like not going
the pores. You see the pores,
and how it's caked up in his eyebrows.
It's on his eyelashes.
Freaking damn!
It paints on his eyelashes.
That's gonna be kind of fun to make.
Who's this by?
This is I believe this is
that
Queen.
Looks like
this is Queen. This is Queen. Can you imagine this level of quality for a Star Wars thing?
Oh wait, when we were looking at the makeup in the eyebrows, that was the 1-to-1 scale, wasn't it? Or was it the?
Yeah, that's 1-to-1.
Okay.
That's 1-to-1.
If there was ever going to be a Star Wars to this degree, I would like to see a Darth Maul with that level of makeup.
Oh, that'd be pretty crazy, dude.
Makeup application of Darth Maul like that. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That I might have to swing for. That'd be pretty awesome.
I like that. The Coruscant card. Oh, that's pretty sick too.
Damn Toys. That's so weird that Damn Toys is doing this.
Damn busts. Yeah, no.
Anyway,
so what'd you guys think about that little Babu Frick that was posted?
I like Babu Frick. I like it.
He's only $300. I mean, I know you get what you pay for, but yeah, $325 or something.
Are you getting it?
No, I asked some more pictures just out of curiosity. It's hand punched hair, silicone, but it's a little choppy looking.
I hit him up. He didn't hit me back. So I was gonna try to ask him about it. I was thinking it was gonna be quite a bit more than that.
You want me to send you the pics? Just to peek at?
Yeah, I'd like that. I really like Babu Frick. I want a 1-to-1 Babu Frick at some point. I just don't know if this is the one.
No, you know what it is. The problem is it's not that it's horrible, but when you get things like Chewie, the Rancor, CZ3, and then you have that, it's just like.
I know. No. Honestly, I'm starting to get to the point now where like I don't know if I want to order any more Novos helmets because I like RS so much, and I don't know if I want to get any like. Like there's certain pieces that I just don't want to get because I think RS might make them at some point. And Regal Robot.
If they came out with a Patrol Trooper, I would get one.
Helmet. See now, Matt, this goes back to what I was saying. It's also worth waiting. So it doesn't mean that you have to pass up on things, but if you like, the Mythos line comes out. If you like Visage, great. You don't have to get all of them first just to complete the set, unless you're a completist. But that, like, all right, you can scratch that itch by buying one. Maybe a month or two passes, and you're like, yeah, that mall's growing on me. You can buy them all because they're not going to sell it immediately. I mean, they will sell out, but not instantly. Yeah. And then in between, you just kind of fill those gaps with a little, variations of scale and variations of, lower price items that are nice enough to meet the collection, but you don't overdo it because you're waiting for the Rancors and the, those type pieces to come out because those are the wow pieces. And you just kind of fill them in between. That's the best way to go about it. At least for me, that's the way I like to approach it.
I know Steve likes to do the line, but I don't think doing lines is realistic.
I just don't because it doesn't like with the Mythos. That Obi-Wan, I don't like it. The Emperor's like a 6 out of 10 for me. Not enough for me to spend my money on.
No.
You know, Maul maybe. I'm leaning towards him.
I like
Asajj
Maul.
is 100%, but I can't complete the line just for the sake of completing it.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I think there's something to be said though about lines that take a long time. Let's say Regal Robot ends up doing a droid line, but it takes 5 years.
But that's fun.
That's interesting.
It's
That does
enjoyable.
interest me, right? That's partly why I'm more leaning towards the CZ3 because I am thinking that might be the case at some point, that you might eventually have 4 or 5 droid bus next to each other that just look freaking amazing, right? It's that's kind of
Unbelievable,
right.
yeah.
I mean, we can't say though, right? I can't.
We don't
mention
know.
any of
We
those.
don't really know what's
Yeah.
going on.
I mean, like, nah, drop it.
Yeah, they're gonna make more. They're gonna make
Yeah.
more. We know that.
They're gonna make more.
And it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, I would take I wouldn't take all of them, but I would take a few of them.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
would take this guy right here.
Oh, he's so sick. Dude.
Yeah, I would love that.
It's so sick.
Matt,
It's so sick. The
do you
leather
guys-
goods on that thing, having leather goods on a droid would be so.
I think it would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be
Do you guys have anything specific for Friday's group therapy?
I'm kind of the wrong guy to ask about that, but I think what's come out. I mean, he's going to talk about the rank.
Maul.
We're going to talk about the Rancor. We'll talk about for the 5th millionth time. We'll talk about Maul. We'll talk about
Trooper.
the trooper, Coruscant trooper. We'll
There'll
talk
probably
about,
be some things to talk about from Sideshow this week.
yeah. Oh yeah, there'll be tons from
I might
Sideshow.
try to, if not an unboxing per se, but if I have it in hand, then it's I might just bust out the Y-wing for a quick little sneak peek.
Damn, dude, you got to do
Oh.
you almost have to do a special one for that one. That's a big deal.
Yeah, but the way they do it, it's just a cardboard box and you open it. So I don't know,
I know, man, but
I was bummed when you told me you were flying, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have seen that Y-wing. That'd be a pain in the ass to bring with you, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the figure won't, but the Y-wing, I was like, it's light, but
Just
carrying the
wear
box on the plane. I could do that. Just sit on the plane with it.
we're not, well, you probably. I mean that'd probably count for your mask. So you
Yeah,
probably-
there you
I'd say
go.
it's for COVID. Yeah, it's protecting me from COVID.
like COVID protection. All right, guys. We're gonna hop out of here in the broadcast, but please hang around. Like, listen, guys. I can't say that we won't jump on another stream in the next couple days because there's so much to talk about. It's possible. I can't promise anything, but like if there's some really cool shit that comes out, we might actually jump on and talk about it. Maybe. I don't think there's gonna be really cool shit, to be honest. I think there's gonna be a couple pieces here and there, but if it's like outrageous, then we might hop on and talk about it. But 100% we're gonna be on group therapy this Friday. And then Saturday morning, we will do a recording of the collector's spotlight with Rob from RS. And then we'll put that on at some point as well. So that's going to be like 2 RS collector spotlights in a row. That's interesting. We don't really have
So
Good one. So
different.
you're getting two different perspectives, which is
yeah,
good.
no, it's cool. The thing is
Yeah.
with collector spotlights, they're honestly it's going to be a very short line of videos because we got like Simon, Rob, and then we might talk to Tom from Regal Robots sometime. And then like, that's it. Maybe Arm Effects at some point. We don't really know that many people. So it'll be a short one, but whatever. Yeah. Good guys.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time and appreciate everyone in the chat. Have a good rest of the week and we'll see you. If not sooner, we'll see you on Friday. Peace
Ciao.
out.